Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to day 8 of our charity campaign to raise money for medical aid for Palestinians by playing through all 256 items inside of the Games for Gaza bundle. Um, the bundle is now no longer available, but just in case that you would love to look at the games that we've got going, maybe you'd still like to if you're interested in any particular game, definitely please go and buy a copy and support the developers themselves. Um, and yeah, so basically the way this works is that each game is going to get about 30 minutes of playtime. But a donation of $5 will extend the timer by 30 minutes up to a maximum of 2 hours per game. And the thank you, Ocean. The donate link is pinned, but also there's just another one there just in case you can get that. But yeah, today we've got some pretty heavy stuff. So definitely pay attention to the content warnings because some of them are going to be they're pretty rough. But just yeah, I will let you know what the content is of them, and you can if you know you're not comfortable with any of that stuff, definitely don't feel bad if you have to step away. Totally understand. So with that, I think it's time to introduce our players for today. We've got another new player, which is very exciting. And then we've also got a lovely returning player. So let's go ahead and pop on over and we'll say hello to our wonderful player. Hello, how are you two doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Hi,
Hi.
Mariana.
Hello. So we have a new face with us today. Would he like to introduce himself?
Yes, I am Sheppy Sheps. I'm self-proclaimed explosion VTuber. I am a variety streamer that doesn't really follow a schedule, but I mostly play single-player games, Souls-likes, adventure games, RPGs. Right now, I have the Baldur's Gate 3 brain rot, and yeah, check me out sometime. And I'm really happy and proud to be a part of this charity stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Very happy to have you. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, we have returning face, Aralea.
Hi, Mariana. I'm Menelea Sefinia, and I'm a variety VTuber that tends to play like hard games and RPGs too. And I just finished a Paper Mario, so I'm just basically pretty much waiting for the remake of Paper Mario of Mario RPG before I playing everybody. And so what I'm doing this actually.
Nice.
Sorry, sorry, when I'm
Congratulations
starting to
on
play.
beating Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Hope you
No,
had
when
fun
I'm
with
starting
it.
to play.
I see you two are constructing the Tower of Babylon over there.
It doesn't make much sense with you.
That's fine. You've almost certainly seen me like fiddle with stuff on the
Yeah.
table if I'm not like talking. It's
So
so hard. It's so hard
Yeah,
not to just.
can we?
The only thing I ask is that you do not knock over these houses because
I've I've never played this before, so if I want to roll it, just yeah, that's
you
how I do it.
yeah.
Nice.
So you just if you wanna like shake it up a little bit, just hold it down in your mouse and then like move your mouse back and forth and then do that. You can also just hit R and it'll like do that, but that's not nearly as satisfying.
Yeah.
True. Love
So
it.
there's yeah, for this one there's not a lot of tabletop sim interactivity or anything that you need to worry too much about. Basically the most you're gonna need to worry about is rolling dice and knocking down these cards. Why don't I see my window capture? Never mind, I
Uh-oh.
see my window capture. Everything's okay. Okay, let me get on some like really quiet ambiance, like a Hololive campfire or something. I don't know, and then
Uh,
we'll start with our first game, which is just called Nuke. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're about to do.
put on the Fallout 3 soundtrack. I don't know if that'll get you content. claim.
I want to avoid as many claims on this as possible.
Right.
There are going to be some that like I don't have a choice. Like there's some that are like, oh, you have to listen to a playlist full of music, and that helps you rewind time, which sounds really cool, but also that's immediately going to get like the VOD muted. But I mean, what can I do about it?
Right.
But also, yes, hello to Fizz, Ocean, Goose. Thank you so much for tuning in, and Replicant as well, and anybody else who might be lurking. Apologies, I haven't said anything. Once again, I am running late and have no brain power. Okay, let's begin by reading out the rulebook. So, Nuke by Jacqueline Brick. The professed function of the nuclear weapons on each side is to prevent the other side from using their nuclear weapons. If that's all there is, then you've got to ask, how many nuclear weapons do you need to do that? Carl Sagan. A note. This game is about the realities of nuclear war. It is grinding and sad and awful. It is not meant to be hopeful, although perhaps it can be a bit noble at times. This game is also about some of the realities in our world right now. Detention facilities, unsafe water, grinding poverty, dangerous choices, and fascists with apocalyptic fantasies. Please be aware of this when you play it. If your group has some favorite safety tools or check-ins, please use those. Otherwise, please reference Kiana Shaw and Lauren Bryant Monk's any award-winning TTRPG safety toolkit for safety and calibration tools. For this game specifically, I recommend the full deck method, the OK check-in, and the consent checklist. If a player says no to one thing and yes to other, lean into what they prefer. This game is not for everyone in every headspace. Stop playing if you need to. So yes, just to let my players know, this is going to be a very sad game. So if and also it's going to have, like it might have some things that you're uncomfortable with. If there's ever something that you find is too uncomfortable and you'd like to either pause and skip through it or like stop playing completely, please do not feel please feel free to either speak up or it was meant I combined please do not hesitate and please feel free, so I said please do not feel free, but no, please
about are you fucking sorry or something like that.
Are you fucking sorry?
Yeah, are you fucking sorry? Oh my god. If you start to feel bad, please do not feel excellent, Fizz. Please either feel free to speak up or DM me on Discord if you're not comfortable speaking up about this, and we will immediately halt play. Okay?
Sounds good.
That's good.
Here is a brief list of nuclear terms that I don't really know we need to get into. I imagine most people know the basics of a nuclear blast. Basically, there's going to be the initial blast of incredible heat and shockwave, and then later there's going to be the fallout that is left over from one after the weapon detonates. If you'd like to read this on your own, please feel free. In an urban society... Oh, sorry, Aralea.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, perfect. In an urban society, everything connects. Each person's needs are fed by the skills of many others. Our lives are woven together in a fabric, but the connections that make society strong also make it vulnerable. Threads, 1984. Before the blast, players should know that their characters are going to die. This is not a happy game. This is a game about nuclear war. Choose a city together. This should be a large city with strategic resources, power, manufacturing, economics, communications, etc., and of national importance. Player characters live and work in the city. For the sake of speed, I decided we're going to be taking place. This will take place in New York.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, fun fact: do not open the nuke map while streaming, because it will immediately center on your city.
Oh yeah.
So I'm very glad I didn't find that out
yeah.
when we were streaming.
Yeah, that could have been Yeah, but
Player setup. Players collectively have a pool of 10 six-sided dice, which are over there in the corner. Each player writes down the following on a note card: name, pronouns, appearance, job, and one or two hobbies. Don't worry about jobs you think will survive the bomb. It won't matter anyway. Select or come up with a guiding phrase for your character. This can be anything from "only the strong survive" to "happiness is a purring cat and a cup of tea." Each player should also answer two of the following four questions. Who is your favorite ex-partner and what do you miss about them? Who gave you that chance to be where you are today? Who came to your rescue when Oblivion looked appealing? And who features in your happiest memory? So, uh, if you wouldn't mind sharing the characters that you have created for this game.
Do you want to go first?
uh, maybe uh, maybe you can go first. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I decided on. My name is Samson Shepard. I am he, him, and I am a handsome Caucasian brunette, and I am an architect. I design buildings for residential and commercial areas. And my hobbies are gardening and fishing, and my guiding phrase is home is not just a building, it's where your dreams come to life.
Sounds
That's
good.
also it's also my company's motto.
Nice.
Okay, mine is called Leia. Is she she's short with long hair, a bit pale, and always carrying a bag around whenever possible. She worked as a nurse in the hospital before this, and she liked to read and play video games on her free time. And then and her guiding phrase could be "keep calm and carry on."
Okay.
Very appropriate.
And you can feel free to keep to just think about these questions because I did not put them in the initial setup. So, um,
I have
fuck's
answers.
sake. Oh, you
Oh, don't
do.
worry.
Oh.
I do have answers.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
Did
I'm
you
going to
download?
need to edit this later because
Nobody, look. Everyone, turn away. It's okay. I've done the same thing.
yeah. Remember how I said that like if you go to the nuke map, it automatically positions it on your city.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it was doing that because I have my push to talk key set to go forward.
Mm.
It's right underneath my thumb. Yeah. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so that's fine. We'll worry about that later. GM setup. You'll need a package of playing cards and some note cards of your own, as well as a computer or phone with internet. Open up Wellerstein's nuke map and choose a preset yield or enter your own. Select either an airburst or a surface hit and enable the fallout option. Note, you will not get any fallout with an airburst. Center the detonation over the city's downtown. It will hit the strategic target anyway. In addition, create at least 3 talking heads. These are characters who argued for nuclear proliferation and targeted strikes in the days leading up to the nuclear exchange. Each talking head needs a name, pronouns, a very important profession, bishop, governor, diplomat, general, CEO, billionaire, etc., and a guiding phrase such as, "I believe in the war of the just," or "nuking our enemies into glass if they look at us funny," or "destruction is necessary for disruption of society," or "we cannot be seen as weaklings or pushovers." Set the talking heads aside for now. Um, I don't know if I meant to like introduce them right away, but I will. Um, we have 3. So we have Richard Warden, he, him, a 5-star general, whose guiding phrase is, "We cannot show weakness to enemies of the United States." And then we have Al Hakim, they, them, who's a tech CEO, and their guiding phrase is, "Only through great change can we bring about the next step of human evolution." And finally, we have Nancy Harper, she, her, who became a billionaire through weapons sales. "The destructive force of our weapons shows our righteous cause."
Yikes to all three.
Yeah. Okay. So, 10 minutes. Each player records a statement from their character. Their character has just been told that they have 10 minutes to seek shelter before an impending nuclear attack. Who do they send a message to? What do they say? Where are they when they record this message? This is the last time any characters can reliably use phones, computers, or other long-distance communication devices. While they're doing that, the GM sets up 10 card houses, which I did ahead of time because it's such a pain in the ass. 2 cards leaning against each other for each house will do, but you can get fancy if you like. They'll be destroyed anyway. So for this phase, I think what I'd like you two to do, um, like typically I think you're supposed to like record this on your phone or something. But what I think I'd like you to do is take about 10 minutes to draft something and post it into my DMs, and then you can either pretend that this is like an email that they're sending somebody. It can be like a Twitter thread or something. Um, and then just basically leave it there for now and come back to it later. Or sorry, don't DM it to me. Sorry, just write it down. I don't need to see it at this point.
Okay.
So, do that if you please. And then we'll start talking about what we'll do for the rest of it.
Yeah, basically just a message that you want to like say before you have to start looking for shelter pretty much.
Yeah, like you have 10 minutes to seek shelter.
Or
So you
something.
have a chance to write down like a final message and either, like either one that you're sending to somebody or maybe it's just like a diary entry or something. Um but that is going to begin in just a second. Anyway, the timer's begun now, so please get to writing.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Wonderful. The blast wave from a thermonuclear explosion has been likened to an enormous door slamming in the depths of hell. The War Game, 1965. So while they're doing that, let's go ahead and launch a Dongfeng 5, China's current ICBM, which is a 5 megaton yield. And we're launching this basically directly in downtown. Can I adjust where it is? Let's, don't know New York. Midtown Manhattan.
I think I'll be fine where I am. Maybe.
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 Maybe. Pretty sure that's how nuclear weapons work, right? It's like the floor is lava.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not in the circle, you're 100% fine. Yeah.
Yeah, 100% fine. The campfire ambiance is really, really ominous in the fact that in the context of we like a fireball is just detonated over New York City. Oh boy.
I am focusing on what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no worries. That you have 10 minutes set aside. Don't look at the map. Don't worry about it.
That's just the approximation. I mean, it hasn't hit yet. We have time.
Yeah, you're fine. While they're doing that, I do have like I've only very briefly used the nuke map before, and definitely it's definitely haunting. Like you see how big those circles are, and then you realize like, and then like the numbers start climbing, and it's just like it really, it's really hard to put into perspective like how much damage nuclear weapons can do. But this map definitely helps to show you just like how destructive something like that is. And don't worry, because there's lots of them out there. Yeah. Oh, that's something not to worry about, huh? Sorry, like I said, this is going to be a pretty rough game. But we do have some more cathartic. We have a more cathartic experience after this, which should hopefully help shake off the fact that we just watched a city explode and the people inside of it slowly dying. Those of them who are unlucky enough to immediately not be vaporized by the blast. Yeah, Corey, that's the expression I'm feeling right now too.
Okay, done.
Okay. Aralea, how's your drafting going along? You're done?
I'm about done it, yep.
Okay. You got a couple more minutes.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. All right, so please direct your attention to the nuke map.
Mhm.
If you are inside, if your character would have been inside the fireball radius, you're given a chance to move out of the fireball radius. Otherwise, you would literally just start the game dead, which is totally fine if that's what you'd like to do. There is like basically in that case, then you would just get first chance at taking over the talking head of your choice. It's up to you. I'm going to suggest maybe don't do that immediately, but
Yeah, I would say my company is based out of Manhattan, but I would say I don't want to spoil what my story's about, but I would say I am staying closer to the edge of the state border, so closer to New Jersey. So not near, I'm nowhere near that.
okay.
I want to say that I was closer to the edge, so I managed to like be out of it pretty much a bit. I got enough time to get out. Okay.
At the edge of like the moderate blast radius, further out.
Yeah, a bit further out. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe somewhere up in like Brooklyn or something. Okay, Yeah, so characters start in the fireball radius on nuke map should be given the chance to change location before play. If they don't, their characters start the game dead. Players with dead characters have first choice of talking heads between scenes. Scenes. Every player gets at least one scene focusing on them. Their scene can include other player characters, but should primarily focus on them. The GM plays the environment as well as any NPCs. So, anybody want to start with a scene of their choosing?
Yeah. I guess I I got hit by the I got hit by the shockwave, right? So I'm not in the fireball. I got hit by a massive shockwave.
Mm-hmm.
So
Your
I was
building
in the
probably took some damage.
yeah. My only thought is to see my betrothed, my wife. I need to go see her now and see if she's okay.
Okay, so you're basically like after the blast wave is hit and you're kind of like standing back up and you're like, like the nuke just dropped. All you're thinking about is, I gotta go see my wife.
Yeah.
Where does your wife live?
Well, she's at Ellis Island. We were supposed to get married.
Oh,
Yeah, we secured a venue. We secured Ellis Island for our wedding ceremony. It was pretty expensive, but we could afford it.
okay.
But the only way to get there is by ferry. So I don't know. I'll have to think of something. I'll have to find a boat.
Yep. Um, are you already on the water?
I
Like,
would say I would say I'm at a hotel that I built near the beach side. So I'm close to the beach.
okay? So you want to step out of your room and then like step outside among like the hordes of people who are like probably poking out of their hotel room doors like, what was that?
Yeah, I'm going to I guess I'll look in the direction of the mushroom cloud as my initial reaction to all of this. What do I see?
Um so after so basically toward you gaze towards Manhattan, and you just see this bright mushroom cloud that's just hanging in the air. Um and you remember not having such a clear uh picture, like view into downtown as you do now, and that's because a lot of the buildings have just fallen to the ground, and
I,
no longer block your sight.
I have just a clear mind. I am not panicking. I my adrenaline. I am hyped up in adrenaline. I have a goal. I need to find a boat and I need to get my wife.
Okay.
I I understand what's going on, but I know it's a tragedy, but my head is in the game. I was trained for this.
All right. So are you gonna, like, basically there's a bunch of people congregated in the hotel lobby. Um,
I
you push past them.
Yeah, just I am not caring who's in front of me. I am pushing. I get out of my way. Get out of my way.
All right. So let's see. Um, I'm gonna make you roll the dice pool for that one because you're pushing through a lot of people. There's a chance that you could um get crushed between them. IMO.
Okay, so just one dice.
You roll the whole entire dice pool. So the best way to do that is to drag and drop over top of it. Yeah, and then shake it, and then let it go. All right. So if the player rolls more ones than sixes, their character is harmed in an irrevocable way, and play moves to the in-between scenes. So you rolled,
I rolled two ones.
and you did. You and 1 6. All right. So you are harmed in some way. Harm need not be physical. There are many ways the bomb can harm someone. The player can find a dead or dying loved one, see their house destroyed, be rounded up by police, or experience a flashback.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas how your character would be harmed trying to push through a crowd and not succeeding?
Trampled. I am trampled.
Okay. So everybody else is also trying to get out of the building and, like probably get to their cars or something and get out.
Yeah.
and you get swept underneath, and you get trampled
Oof.
a little bit. Thankfully, not by everybody, but enough that you kind of get swept under the crowd.
Ouch. I'll try my best to get up and continue what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So do I have to roll again?
You're harmed in an irrevocable way, and play moves to the in-between scenes. So that's actually the end of that scene for now.
Okay.
You are harmed in an irrevocable way. Do you have do you want maybe your arm to get broken?
Foot.
Broken foot? Okay.
Broken foot, yeah.
Broken foot? Alright, so you while trampled, someone basically steps right on your foot and breaks it.
Oh, dang.
Oh my god.
Because, people are not paying attention to what's underneath them, and they just want out.
Yeah. With my amount of adrenaline in my blood right now, I'm ignoring the pain as much as I can.
So when play passes, the player who rolled the dice last knocks down a card house with their fist. Thump it on the table if possible. This should be startling. So the best way to you can swap to the flick tool if you'd like, and then if you click and drag on something, you'll flick it in a direction. Please flick it away from the other houses.
I'll do this one. Sorry, I didn't.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so I didn't think. Okay.
So flick it. So drag the mouse towards the center of the card houses, and that'll be that. There you go.
Oh, boom! Imagine I imagine that I slam my fist on the table.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. It's harder to do when we're not in person.
Yeah.
Every time a card house is destroyed, remove 1 die from the dice pool. There is a table flip, but that would also destroy the entire thing. So, no, we're not using that. So now you only have 9 dice. In between scenes, between player PC focused scenes, players play talking heads or are interviewed by the GM as a talk show host or government committee about their views on nuclear war. Record these on the same device you recorded the last calls earlier. We'll just talk these ones out, and just maybe take notes on what we talk about. So as a refresher, there are 3 talking heads to choose from. Richard Warden, the 5-star general, Al Hakim, the tech CEO, and Nancy Harper, the billionaire. Sheppy, seeing as you rolled first and got your foot crushed, you can take first pick of the interview that you would like to do.
Sure, I did not prepare for this, but I'll take Richard, the first guy.
All right. So I will go ahead and pose you a question. So I'm imagining this is like a briefing, like a White House press conference or something. And Mr. Warden, experts say that our increased nuclear submarine patrols around in the Chinese Sea are going to increase the threat of retaliation by the Chinese government. What are your thoughts on that?
So I play as Richard?
You play as Richard, yes.
I'm the bad guy. Oh.
Yeah. I can't always be the bad guy.
I know, but when I imagine a military, I feel like he's a bit racist.
Go for it. Go whatever, however you choose to do it.
Everyone in chat, this is not my personal views.
Mm-hmm.
The opinions that I'm about to are not reflective of Sheppy Sheps. Okay, just letting you know. Those damn Chinese always try to get the best of us Americans. Their subs and their technology does not match the might of American patriotism and steel. We have no reason to worry as our anti-missile technology is top notch. Don't come to me with your fear and doubt. That's it. I guess.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. It's perfect. Aralea, is there which talking head would you like to play as?
Let's see. Let's see.
I have them up on my stream. I realized when I put them down, I've actually, if you'd like, let me do this. They're in the rules. So if you open up the notebook and you go to the gray one, the rules, you can
I see
see
them
you
now.
can
Yeah,
see them all now on your screen as well.
okay, let's see. So we already have Richard. So let's just go. I guess I'm gonna pick Nancy Harper.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me see. Let me give you an interview. So this will be like an interview for like a TV spot maybe, or like a magazine.
Let's see.
Mrs. Harper, do you ever worry that the weapons that you sell will be used against the people of the United States?
The other thing that I don't think they will be used against our own people because we are not actually like selling them to bad targets basically. We are only selling them to people that share our same views and God guides us to be able to we will be able to win with our cause. With no, sorry, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Cool. Now, Aralea, we're back to your turn for a scene.
Okay.
So you were in Brooklyn, and the windows around you probably shattered, but thankfully your house did not receive a lot of the blast that
I just felt like a child way pretty much.
from closer stuff. Yeah. So what would you like to do at this point?
Okay. So I was at my house and I was basically like letting a message left on an action that I had on my house because my partner is there already, so I didn't have like somebody to actually message. So I was pretty much just leaving a diary note on their own next to their own. And I wanted to like almost just give it up on that spot, but I'm a nurse, so I was like thinking there gotta be something I can do in this at least before then happens pretty much. So after I have the shockwave, I just stealed myself in, grabbed as much supplies as I could carry on my back, and I left my house and I started to look around to see any ruble or such around to see if I can help somebody maybe. Or
Okay.
you look for survivors, yeah.
Yeah. So
Around.
you want to go? You're grabbing a bunch of supplies and you're going out to go look to help people.
Yep.
Okay. So uh, all around you, you see a couple people walking out onto the street, and they're pretty confused. A couple of them have like cuts around their body because of the glass that would have broken. If they were standing next to the window, like they would have gotten lacerated by a lot of the glass as it blew open. Um, but they do tell you they haven't heard from the old lady who lives a couple houses down. And they haven't seen her since they haven't seen her come outside, so you might have to go check up on her.
Yep. I wanna go check on her. I wanna see what is on their house.
Okay. So you go up to her window, or what was her window actually. I do have to remember that. And you don't see her inside. And like the lights have all shut off. There's no electricity
Yeah.
because of the EM shockwave from the nuclear. But you can't really see her in there, but you could climb in through the window if you wanted to see if someone's in there.
I wanna try to climb on the window.
Okay.
Inside the window.
Uh, I'm gonna say apart from like any kind of like minor cuts that you would get from something like that, That's not what I'm gonna make you roll for.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, don't worry, don't worry. It'll get
Yeah,
worse.
I know.
So
This is just a starting.
you climb in gingerly through the window. There's broken glass on the floor, and like you don't see anybody. But you might be able. You can just if you just barely if you focus really really hard, and cut out all the sirens, all the people talking out on the street. You think you can hear someone just barely asking for help from what you think is down the hall, what would be a bedroom.
I wanna go through, go towards that noise pretty much.
Okay. So you open the door, and you see the old lady, um, lying on the ground, and the shockwave essentially, um, the tremor basically caused a dresser to fall directly on top of her, and she's now pinned underneath it.
I wanna see if I can be able to lift the dresser to see if I
Sure.
can help her.
And that's what I'm gonna make you roll for.
Let's see.
I made a smiley
Happy
face
face.
for you. For good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Help keep the mood light as we
Yeah.
try to survive the aftermath of a nuclear war.
Scrunching up the happy face.
All right. So you rolled you only rolled sixes, so
Wow.
you are fine.
Only one.
With a bit of elbow grease, you are able to lift that dresser off of the lady, and see that her leg is broken. It is bent in an unnaturally weird way. She is going to need more help getting out to help.
I wanna. Do I like continue the setting or?
Well, like you got the dresser off, so what would you like to do next?
Okay. Okay, I wanna see if I can like hear some first aid for the broken leg and try to like stabilize it pretty much.
Okay.
First, before I try to like help her move out. Before I wanna stabilize the leg first, maybe before I can like try to help her move out pretty much.
Yeah. So you gingerly, take a bandage or whatever from your pack, tie it around something stable like a wooden pole, and then tie that to the lady's leg to keep it
There's
straight.
a lot of there's a lot of random wood around here.
Yeah. I mean, there is like you're in her bedroom. There's probably like a lot of things you could
That
quickly
got broken. Yep.
break and grab that. Um, but she is pretty heavy, and you don't think you would be able to lift her very far to go see medical attention without some help. So you might need to go back outside or just try to call for somebody, who's standing outside trying to there's a bunch of people standing outside trying to get on their cell phones, everything. So maybe you could go ask somebody for help getting this lady out and onto the street to help her get her some better medical attention.
I wanna like just move her to like a better spot where something cannot fall again in case something like another nuclear attack happens. And I wanna start to look around for more help and maybe just more survivors around it. Just as long as she's safe on that spot for now is okay.
Okay. Yeah, like she should be okay where she
For now,
is.
yep.
Like if you can, like she's like nothing's gonna fall on her again.
Yep.
So if you'd like to, yeah. So sorry, you'd like to go look around some more and
Yeah, I look like to look around for more like people to for help or maybe just to help them to stay.
okay, sure, yeah. Um, you you help the lady. You've helped her get her leg. She'll be fine, hopefully, as long as she can get some more proper medical attention later that you're not really properly qualified to give. Um, And you continue down the street to see uh, what what other people need help.
Mhm.
Um, as you continue down the street, you hear a woman crying out for help, and as you approach, you see that she is cradling a small child of about 6 years old, who appears to have absolutely horrific burns all over their skin.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think I
Jesus.
can actually do anything to this, so I will have to just keep looking for more people. Yeah, I cannot really help, to be honest, so I will just you to not look at them. Yep. So
Okay.
yeah, there is only so much help that I can give for now.
Yeah. So, thinking that you can't really help someone with something like that, you keep looking,
Mhm.
um, and you see as you keep walking down the street, you see people crowded around a car. And as you get closer, you notice that it's actually two cars, uh, one of which has T-boned into the other, and it appears that somebody inside of the car that was T-boned is sorry.
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
very thematically appropriate. And you can see that they're trying to debate how they're going to help get this guy out of the car.
Mm. Okay, so there are more people around trying to like find a way to help him out, pretty much.
They're trying to figure out a way, but they're not very successful. Maybe there's
Mm.
something that you could do to help get them started. They seem
Okay.
to mostly be like, there's a bunch of people kind of basically panicking and trying to call their cell phones,
Mhm.
to report like an accident and stuff.
Yeah. Could there be like a way to pull the person out of the car?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to try and like
Mm. I could
pull
like
them.
to try to I could like to try to ask everyone to see if they can like help to do it pretty much to do the pull. I wanna see if they can convince them to do it.
Okay. Rolling to convince people is, or sorry, please roll to try and convince everybody.
Okay, let's try.
Go for it.
There we
Let's
go.
do it. Let's go.
Uh, Once again,
Wow.
you rolled more sixes
Oh.
than ones, so you managed to succeed. You get some people's
Mm.
attention. You tell them, we're gonna try and pull this guy out of the car,
Mhm.
and you get ready to do so. Roll again,
Mhm.
please.
Okay,
Cutest Goblin,
try to
thank you
roll
so much
them
for the raid.
hopefully
My
we can
goodness.
pull him out.
Cutest goblin.
Don't know what to
Cutest
pull.
goblin.
You're playing some Stray. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you had a great time with the cat game. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Soroka the Magpie Treasure Hunting VTuber, and
Oh,
today
welcome, Riders.
we are playing one of the 256 games inside of the itch.io bundle, Games for Gaza, in support of raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. Um, and today, right now, we are playing Nuke, which is a game about trying your best to survive in the aftermath of a nuclear attack. Uh, Spoiler: they're not going to succeed. But I hope you had a great time, and if this sounds like something that is way too heavy for you right now, then absolutely, completely understand if you need to head out. Sorry, Aralea. So,
That's okay.
did you roll for? Did I ask you to roll for that? Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. You
Careful.
once again succeeded. You're very lucky. Let's see if
Yeah,
that luck will
no,
hold. You managed to, with some help, you managed to pull that guy out of the car, and it looks like, thankfully, he'll be okay. That like his injuries weren't really great. He was just kind of pinned in the car.
Yep. I will use trap.
Hmm.
Okay.
So is there anything else? So what would you like to do next, I guess?
What could I like to do next? Let's see. I just
I
go
think you
like
should
to
follow.
like see if I can go to since I'm closer to other people, I go like to see if I can just convince them to go like to see if they can carry that person to like shelter.
To shelter? Okay.
Yep,
You know what? Roll for that again.
yep. To see if
You
they wanna like
shouldn't really need to. Yeah, like hopefully they'll do it, but I don't know. People get weird in the times of
but can be like
disaster.
yeah, they may wanna like go somewhere else. Yep.
You rolled
Ooh,
1
okay.
1 and 1 6, so you're good. You managed to convince them to carry them to a nearby house, just to make sure that they're okay.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, things are chaotic. You know, it doesn't seem like ambulances are arriving nearly fast enough for how many people need help, but you're doing all that you can. Um,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything you'd like to do next?
Like it's a freaking superhero.
I know.
Let's see. Let's see. Since I'm not seeing like many ambulances, I wanna like see if I can go towards one of the hospitals to see if something maybe happened at the hospital. Maybe like the nuke got them or something.
Sure, you wanna proceed towards the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you proceed down the street towards the hospital, you notice that there is a big crowd of people uh gathered, and just ahead of them, if you maybe stand up on top of something tall, you can see beyond them is a police roadblock that is
Mm,
preventing everybody from getting close, from proceeding towards the hospital.
mm,
And they're telling everybody to move back, stay in your homes, uh, and do not try to approach the hospital.
mm. I go like to see if they're like I would like to look around for another way to see if I can get to the hospital actually.
Okay.
To see where is body block. Yep.
So looking around, it looks like the police have most of the major roads cut off, but maybe you could climb like a couple fences or something, try and get around them, sneak in. Um, so go ahead and roll to see if you can like navigate through like a shortcut or
The fancy
something
yep. Okay.
to get
Let me know.
to get to the hospital.
That works, yep. Sounds good.
So basically, we roll until we fail, and then
As far as I understand it, yeah, like that's how the game works.
okay.
Because it seems because like it tells you that when a character is irrevocably harmed, play moves to the next scene.
Mhm.
So
Really is kicking ass.
Oh my god, I'm you
yeah,
cheating here, I guess.
okay. Um, let's go ahead and say you make it through. You're standing in front of the hospital. It's absolute chaos. Let's end the scene there, just so
Yep.
just so we get a chance to
Yeah, that's
chance to
almost
move on.
I'm just being
let me
trampled by
say that
hundreds of
thing just
people.
Yeah, and yeah. So I'm gonna delete this dice. Aralea, go ahead and flick over one of the cards.
okay.
Thanks. Perfect. Okay. It's everybody's favorite time. Another interview with one of the talking heads. So Aralea, who would you like to be for an interview?
Okay, let's see. Who could I like to be? Okay. Let me try whole hacking.
Okay. So this will be another interview for like a magazine or something, or maybe like a question posed on Twitter. But uh, Al Hakim, you've said before that you plan to see the next phase. Your hope that you've expressed that you hope for a great change in the world to usher in the new step of human evolution. Um, do you really think you'll be there to see it?
Yes, I will be there to see it because our technology that we're using for this war is getting rid of every unit that is undesirable for us. And after we win this war, we will be left with just us around to be like the next step of human evolution. Okay, I think that's it. Do you need me to repeat it or
Yeah, if you don't mind repeating what your
okay?
statement was.
Okay. Yes, my technology will protect us that we think are worth, and it will be getting rid of those of the undesirables that are waging war against us pretty much.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just basically writing a cliff notes of that. Is that okay for that one?
Yeah, that's okay.
Perfect. Sheppy.
I'll also go with Owl.
Okay, another picture for Al. Um, Al Hakim, you've said before that your bunker in New Zealand will protect you um, from from the great change that will sweep over the nation. Uh, how can you be sure that you will be at your bunker at the correct time?
Well, you see, Owl Industries is the leading provider of AI technology, and we have prediction models going on. We are well. All Industries is a contractor for the government, of course. So we develop prediction models for the government for scenarios such as nuclear warfare, and for those with those results that we get from that data, we'll definitely know when and where that which nation will strike us and when. So it's no doubt in my mind I'll have that kind of information ready for when I need to be in my bunker. And that technology can be yours as well for the right price.
Okay. All right, Sheppy. You tried to push your way through a hotel lobby full of people to get to the coast and find a boat.
Mm-hmm.
But you got swept underneath, trampled, and your foot broken. What's next for you?
I am no long. I am pumped full of adrenaline. My purpose is single minded. Right now, I'm trying to get up. I am looking for anything to prop myself and use as a crutch. If there's also a person with a crutch, I'm going to be selfish and I'm going to steal that crutch from them.
Okay. Uh, that sounds exactly like the kind of thing that I wanted to hear. So, you see someone nearby, who already had a broken foot, when they came to the hotel. Um, and they're on crutches, and they're basically just standing by the side because they know like they're not going to be able to push through that crowd themselves. So
Okay.
there's a prime target for stealing their crutches.
Um,
Uh, please roll to
by
steal
the
the
way,
crutches. Yes.
everyone, this is not reflective of Sheppy as a person. I am role playing as an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. Totally understandable.
Okay. That's good. That's good. There's not a
That's
single
yeah.
one.
Not you managed to hobble your way over to that person with the crutches, and then either through intimidation or physical violence, you grab those crutches, and you are able to make your way out the front door of the hotel.
I,
Uh,
I'm I'm
where to
playing as
now?
I'm playing as a business owner. I'm an asshole.
Oh, I know.
I'm heading towards an exit. If there's a clear fire exit or window, I'm going through that window. I'll
Okay.
use the crutch to break it open if I have to.
All right. So, um, yeah, it looks like most of the doors are still pretty crowded. People are still like filing out of their hotel rooms. and out onto the street. But you do see a window that got broken in the blast that you could squeeze yourself through. So you do that, and you're out on the street. You're out. You basically right on the beach. What do you do now?
I'm looking at Ellis Island. Is Lady Liberty still standing?
That's a good question. My knowledge of New York geography is not very good. Is Ellis on to the south of?
It's like to the southeast of Manhattan, sort of. I think. Or in the
Oh, I
middle?
see it.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Oh,
Gonna have to say no. As perhaps symbolically, Lady Liberty has toppled.
I lose all hope, and tears well in my eyes as I slump to the ground in utter shock and horror. And I just, I'm bawling. I lost my betrothed is probably dead, and never got to marry. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you want to end the scene there, or do you want to pick up after a little while?
That's good. That's good. I was an asshole, and then I got what I deserved. So let's go to Aurelia.
All right, so please go ahead and knock over one of the houses of cards.
Sure. A wham.
Nice.
Oh, whoa.
That's fine. Don't worry about that. We're going to go ahead and delete one of the dice. And now it's time for another... I'm fairly certain I'm supposed to do this every time. Like, I'm supposed... Like, every in-between scenes. Between player-focused scenes, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, once again, talking heads. Sheppy, who would you like to play?
I'll be the billionaire weapons saleswoman.
Alrighty. So I already asked if you are will be used against the wrong people. Do you think the use of our nuclear arsenal would be justified?
Sweetheart, not only am I the richest munitions supplier in this side of the United States, I'm also a woman of faith. And my Lord and Savior and above, we would know that our cause is righteous. Whenever we drop our bombs, I'm sure our Father God will forgive us. So, yes. Was that the question?
Yep.
Okay, good. There you go. I'm sure our generals and soldiers would pray before they sent those bombs, and we'll be okay.
Aralea, who would you like to play?
I wanna try Richard.
Richard, okay. General Warden, do we have a do you think our nation is prepared is resilient enough to be prepared for the aftermath of a nuclear attack?
Yes. We don't think that we are ready because our people are ready for it, and our military nation, our military is really ready for it. We have been training for this at this time for a war to happen, and we will be going to war with the people that with the Chinese that dropped the bombers, with whoever it was, pretty much it.
All these platitudes, like these people are saying, just mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all. After New York is basically flattened.
Yeah,
Just the irony. That's
Yeah.
it's
sad irony.
it's uh it's it's doing that.
Yeah.
As long as they allocate themselves, don't matter to them.
So I like I think we've spent a little bit longer than 30 minutes on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
True.
which, just because of the nature of it, but I think that's
Yeah.
fine. But um I think we kind of got an idea of how it's meant
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
played. Um uh I think the only thing to do, typically we would keep going until dice pool 0. When there are no
Yeah.
more dice left in the pool and all of the card houses have been smashed, allow each player a minute or two to narrate their dying thoughts. They have been through hell in the most literal sense and should be allowed a moment of dignity. After the players narrate their characters' final thoughts, play back the talking head scenes and the 10-minute phone calls in that order. The game is over. There is no promise of a new world. So, go ahead and take. I know, like we didn't get to play it like a whole game, and so
Mhm.
everything. But if you want to take a minute or two to narrate the dying thoughts as you slowly succumb to radiation poisoning or shot by a cop trying to cross a barricade or something,
Okay.
um, go ahead. So if you'd like to go ahead and narrate those, we'll go back through the interviews that we did, and then finally, you two can read the note that you wrote uh, at the start of the game.
Okay.
You want me to go? You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. This isn't an American dream. This is the American nightmare. My business, my hopes, my dreams, all gone in the flash. And my wife, my soon-to-be wife, it's obliterated now. I have nothing to live for. All I could hope that I could see her when I go to. And I'm assuming I'm going to try to steal a boat and hopelessly, in complete denial, swim or ride a boat to Ellis Island to see if there's any trace of her left. And yeah, probably get shot in the way. so
Maybe, yeah.
so yeah, that's it.
Okay. So is that mine now?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay. 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 I did what I think I could do. I managed to help some people out, but now it just feel like it's just getting to me this wall radiation and injuries that I might have got during trying to help people out. But that's okay. I might be dying now, but I can finally be able to meet my love who died already, and I may be able to meet them again soon. So I'm just gonna lie down in like this random house that was destroyed pretty much, or whatever place that is was around closer be, and I'm just gonna wait for the end at this point. I did what I could, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
It's definitely this is a very effective game. So we've got the talking heads. Um, yeah, like I think typically if I had a bit more time or something, I would like do like an audio recording or something of
yeah, that
the
can
uh
make sense.
the things, but we didn't. But that's fine. We'll just go ahead and talk about these people who helped cause this whole thing to start.
Yep.
So we've got Richard Warden, the 5-star general, who believed that we cannot show weakness to enemies of the United States. The inferior Chinese technology cannot hope to match our missile defense systems. We would be
Totally.
prepared in case of a nuclear attack because our people and military are very strong.
They're resistant to nuclear bomb.
Yeah, with their
Yeah,
sheer American spirit.
yep.
Here's Al Hakim, the tech CEO. Only through great change can we bring about the next step of human evolution. Yes, my technology will protect us, and only the unworthy will die. Owl Industries has AI prediction models used by the US military that allow us to know who, when, and where we be attacked. Now for sale. And of course, much like anything tech related, they failed miserably when it came down
Yep.
to it. And hopefully, Al Hakim died and never got to see his bizarre fascist human evolution. And Nancy, who was a billionaire primarily through weapon sales, the destructive force of our weapons shows our righteous cause. I don't think they will be used against. I don't think our weapons will be used against the wrong people, as we are only selling to people who are on our side. I am a woman of faith, and we would know that any use of our nuclear arsenal will be just in the eyes of the Lord. Okay, so if you'd like to, if you'd rather that I read them out, that's totally fine too. But now is the chance for you to read out the letter that you wrote with the last 10 minutes before the blast hit.
Okay. Allison, I imagine you were so beautiful today. I regret not being able to see you in your dress. We secured such a beautiful venue for our wedding. Ellis Island was expensive, but having our wedding there was such a beautiful symbol of our country. It's such a priceless thing. Having our ceremony there was expensive, but I guess it doesn't matter now. I miss you so much already, and I do not have time to express how much you mean to me and our child. Not seeing you one last time is my biggest regret. I'm standing in a hotel that my company built, and this and every other building I ever designed. My God, Allison, thank you for being the most important thing to me. I just want you to know. Message sent.
Aralea?
Okay. I left a note basically next to on my house, and it just said, "My love, things are getting worse over here, and will I like to just lie down and rest with you, while I waiting for this incoming disaster? I might be able to help some people out after the attack. So this is just another farewell for now. If things get worse, then I just hope I can meet you again over there." That's everything.
Oh. So, yeah,
I think I took some
what did everybody think of the game?
I think this
Oh.
game is more of a metaphor, or more like a not really a game, more like a statement. I don't think it's meant to be played. I think
I
it's
I absolutely agree that it's 100% like it's not meant to be like a game enjoyed as like a
Yeah,
thing, but rather like a more almost like a piece of art that you
yeah,
can
something
take
like
part
that.
in. And
right.
um yeah, sorry. Erle, did you have
No,
any
Oh,
thoughts?
yeah, it's basically pretty much like what Chippy says. It's pretty much just something like it's an experience. Yeah. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's pretty much an experience.
yeah,
Yeah, not
definitely
really like a
propaganda
game.
against the use of nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, which yeah, definitely I never really used the nuke map much before. This just because like I don't know why I would, but definitely like zooming out and then zooming out some more until you see like the whole impact zone uh for what is supposed to be the standard like missile in this case I chose a Chinese missile, but like they all work the same.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
they're like just the sheer amount of damage and deaths that they can cause is it 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 really boggles the mind.
Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, thank you both so much for playing this one. This one was definitely not an easy to game to get through. So I really do appreciate you both signing up for it because
Yeah,
uh
not
Yeah.
yeah,
I
not for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, despite everything, I still had a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
same. One
I
thing for
I'm glad. And uh, yeah, no, it definitely made me think a bit more, just like the sheer amount of people who would be needing
yeah,
help, and you like there is just not enough people
to
to
help.
to help get everybody the stuff that they need.
Or
I
even the
think
people that can help will might just get injured too or something.
Yeah.
I feel like Aurelia would be like the exception to the rule. I believe like people that like the character I played would be in mass. There'll be just assholes everywhere, just fending
Yeah,
for themselves. And then there's then we have Aurelia, who's just like a complete like superhero, nice person.
Mhm. If I may, however, um, there is a counterexample that I've read, um,
Ooh,
that has stuck in my mind.
mhm.
Sorry, I'm a little emotional. Uh,
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you're
take your
fine.
time.
You're fine.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, take your time.
Where a someone who was stuck inside of the siege of Sarajevo, during the Yugoslavian Civil War,
Oh,
was interviewed on what they thought of the game, this war of mine, which is a similar like a concept. Basically, you're like a couple people trying to survive in like a war torn country, and like
mhm.
trying to grab like the basics of medical aid. And the game tends to be very like selfish. Like you're kind of rewarded for being selfish at like like
Mhm.
stealing old people's like supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
um but what was really interesting to know is that uh the person that they were interviewing found that to be not the case that they experienced at all, and how in those in that time of hardship, people actually came together to help each other and pool what resources they had. And that's always stuck out to me as a very hopeful thing, that
Yeah.
hopefully, if there's ever a situation like that, that
Mm,
human decency wins out.
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, God hope so too.
I hope I'm wrong, for sure,
Yeah.
about the nature of the human condition. You know.
Yeah, I hope we never have to find out, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if we don't mind, so we did go. We've been live for an hour and a half. I apologize. I think I did spend a
Take a
little bit
break.
longer on this game, but I
That's okay.
know, Sheppy, that you'd like to spend your time with the next one, with Morn,
Yes.
and play a longer game of that.
Are you
Um,
okay? Do you want to take a break or
Yeah, do you
something?
want to take a
yeah,
break?
I'm gonna take like a
Yeah,
quick 5 minute break or something.
yeah.
But I just wanted to ask if you're both okay with playing a longer game of Morn, and then we'll probably end there, just
That
so
could
we don't go
be
too long.
that
Yeah.
could be okay.
It'll be
Yeah.
a great palate cleanser.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
so
so
ready.
sorry. So
Definitely
sorry.
for that. So let's go ahead and take a break. Definitely go stand up, stretch, grab some
5 minutes,
water.
10 minutes,
Yeah,
5, 10.
yeah, like 5, 10 minutes. I um, definitely go take some time
Okay.
to unwind, and then when we come back, we will kill a bunch of demon
Demons or
insectoid
something.
things in Morn.
Nice. I'm so
No.
excited.
Yeah. So see you all in a bit.
See ya.
And we're back. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's time we play something a little more lighthearted, or at least a little more cathartic. So now we'll be taking a look at MOURN, a retro FPS style tabletop RPG. Hi, first time comfy streamer. Hello, first timer Art, who does not in fact have a first timer tag. So just to make sure, Erlea, Sheppy, can you see the image on the board?
I can see
Yes.
like the drawing, yeah, like a room thingy.
The map, yeah, like you can see all the squares and stuff I've drawn.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, good. So this is a pretty interesting RPG because it's meant to kind of emulate the feel of retro FPSs, but as a tabletop game is pretty interesting. So we'll quickly read the preface, and then we will get into the gameplay. Darkness, death, and despair. The three things this world has known for far too long. On the moon of Delta 4, for far beyond the soiled Earth humanity left behind hundreds of years ago, there was an age of unbridled peace for generations. Wars were viewed as unnecessary, famine became a dark tale told by fathers to troublesome children, and the many plagues that haunted humans since their birth had all become but a distant memory. This peace was deep and cherished, giving humanity a golden age unknown on their previous home planet. That was until the Q appeared. The Q, a warrior people from a planet farther than one can fathom, that contains thousands of species of conquered species, set fire to Delta 4, reducing many cities that once shone with bright towers now to piles of ash and cinders. The people-led government, the communal systems, and the vibrant cultures of the once great moon fell under the iron fist of tyranny and dictatorship. Kindness turned to capital, freedom turned to fear, and knowledge turned to nepotism. Now, only some factions of humanity remain on Delta 4, barely clinging to the formerly illustrious society they once cherished. All seems lost, for surely no one could stand up to the might of the few. That was until you arrived. In MOURN, you play as one of the last saviors of Delta 4, armed with the best weapons you can muster. You may feel free, however, to use the mechanics within the system within a world of your own creation. We'll be using the standard the built-in system just for simplicity's sake. MOURN is played using only one thing: a coin. Heads equals success and tails equals failure. All of the mechanics have set values that require no other dice to play. Any point into your skills, as you see later on, will only add advantage, more chances to succeed. Use any type of coin to play. Here's where I'm going to make an adjustment for Tabletop Sim. I don't like how the coin flip works in this game. Instead, what I'd much rather use is a D4, and then just say succeed on even and fail on a fail on an odd number.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that works.
Just to just because like the way the coin flip works in this game, I just really hate.
Mm.
Because you click it and it goes like if you hit R on it,
Awful.
yeah. See.
Yeah, that's some skin of.
So we'll use a D4. I think that will be a little bit better.
Okay.
Time to answer the important question: how does the shotgun feel? Oh, I think we're gonna find out.
Oh, you're about to find out.
So, you two should have your characters. Well, we're gonna skip through reading most of these for now. But I would like to know, what are your characters?
Do you want me to go first?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
you can go first.
Here I go.
All right.
I am as the shepherd. The shepherd is free from the Q control. The Q filled my mind with images. The human race on fire, eviscerated, burned to the ground. And now my soul is filled with fervor, with zeal. I will destroy every single Q. Not be satisfied until I am bathing in the blood of Q.
There you go.
Awesome. Aralea, did you want to quickly describe your character?
Okay, let's see. Let's see. what does Well, I didn't really like write much of a background for them.
You don't have to write much of a background.
Yeah,
But just a general idea of like a like what your character does. That would be cool.
I think I like. Let's see. Yeah, can I put it? Let me just think it a bit more through, but
Are
Did
they
my,
like particularly fast or anything?
Did
did
my
I like a bit?
voice changer go through, by the way?
Yeah, I would say I got more ready for that. That's gonna be pretty neat to get ready for that.
Okay.
That was a great idea. But let me see, let me see, let me think quickly. Yeah, well, yeah, they just basically like a normal soldier and they just wanted to like help more and they have like a lot more perception and cunning to be able to fight basically right now.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Okay. So let me quickly set the stage for this campaign. The Q have re-enabled one of the long dormant factories on Delta 4. And the only way to shut it down is to travel deep into the center of the facility and destroy the reactor that lays within. You've managed to infiltrate a tram station that should take you to the command center that you need to go in and activate to bypass the safety locks, and then to the reactor where you can blow it up and help put a damper in the Q's unending war machine. So the two of you start in this little hallway here, which is basically just like a doorway to that leads you into this tram station. This thing in the center here is like two trains that are connected. And then there is a small like control box room down at the bottom there. These small, just in case you're not familiar, these rectangles that are within like little walls within the walls, these are doors. So there's like a big door there, there's little doors here, and then there's a little door into the control center. And then these are just columns. So I don't think there's like a thing for initiative. So basically, I think the way we'll do it is the players, both of you will get to move, and then I will move the enemies.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you can. So, who would like to go first?
Go. Sure.
I think you can go first, Chippy.
Okay. The door in front of us is it closed?
It's closed, but like many doors on Delta 4, it will open via motion. You just have to get close to it.
I'm not going to take any time to be stealthy. I'm going in there.
To kill.
So I'm just going to walk in and start blasting.
Okay. All right.
Good idea.
So I can two. So
So when you
one.
open the door, I'll describe what you see.
Okay.
So as you get close to the door, you open it up. You see the rail system, like like one of the train stations that connect to the central core. All of these guys in gray shirts, those are Q peons. Those are the small cowardly, basically cannon fodder of the Q army. And the guys in black armor with rifles, those are Q disruptors, who have a little bit more health, but most importantly, they attack. They use their rifles made of chitin to deal damage from afar, disrupting the flow of combat. So those guys are range weapons. All the other guys in here in this building are melee, except for the guy in the back who looks pretty important and also has both a gun and a sword. Almost as if he is
A worthy opponent.
Yeah. But he's probably not going to make a move until you've killed a couple of the other guys in there, so have a chance to get to murdering.
I take out my sword, and I slice the first one I see.
Alrighty.
So,
Yeah.
I don't.
Fuck.
Not, is there an easier way to do this?
I don't know.
Maybe that's
What the fuck is the collision on these things? Good enough. There you go.
good.
Alright. So you are attacking the closest Q peon with your sword.
Yep.
So did you shake it first, or?
Oh, let me. Bah. Oh no!
There you go. That's re-roll that one. That one's definitely on its side there.
Okay.
There you go.
It's not really
All right.
shaken up.
All right, that's a 2. So we said on evens, that's a head, so a success. So
I sliced
how-
his head clean off.
sword deals 10 damage, can only be used from 5 feet away. What's your combat bonus?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. So it dealt 20 damage to him. Okay, cool.
Mega dead.
You slice clean through the first Q peon, and it's fucking dead. Oh, just to let you know, so these blue dice, so these dice that are around the arena, black dice are ammo, blue dice are armor, and red dice are health.
So how many actions can we take? So is moving's an action, right?
Yes, moving in his action. You get two actions per turn. They can be any 2 actions you want. So you can do 1 move and an attack. You can do 2 attacks. You can do 2 moves.
Okay.
You can use items, which I imagine is like grenades.
Yeah,
I don't really know what an item is in this system.
It may be like something else, maybe.
In the weapons category, there was like health, like something you can heal your teammate with. I
Oh,
think
that might be it.
Yeah, I don't know if you took that, Aurelia, but that would be considered an item.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that is the end of Sheppy's turn. So Aurelia, what would you like to do?
Okay, I collect I think we can move it like 5 times or something.
So the way the movement in this game works is your speed stat. Each point adds plus 5 extra feet to movement. Players start with 25 feet of movement or 5 tiles.
Yep.
So yeah, if you put points in your speed stat, you can move an additional tile. But you start with 5 tiles of movement.
Yep, I didn't put any points, so I
Okay,
think
so
I'm
you
gonna
get
move
5
it
tiles of
here.
movement.
I'm gonna move in forward a lot and
Mhm.
attack the doctor. And then I'm gonna start. Let me just. I'm gonna move it here, and I'm gonna blast the. What's the name of it? Disruptor.
It's a disruptor.
Yeah, the one with the gun right ahead of me. I'm gonna start shooting it with my assault rifle. Yep.
Your assault rifle. All right. So go ahead. What is the assault rifle? From no more than 35 feet away. So yeah, you're within 35 feet. You have 20 shots. So go ahead and take your first shot with the D4. Sorry, it's up here.
Okay. Oh, wait,
It's near the hallway. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And then success on evens, fails on odds. You
Ooh,
miss.
oof.
Oh no.
Whoa, what the piece of plus?
All right. So the first enemy turn. So we'll start with this guy right here. He'll move up to attack. The peon will attack Aurelia. We'll roll for an attack. Oh wait, does the peon only get 1 action? I should probably have read that. No, okay, never. Everyone gets 2 actions. And he misses.
Nice.
The second peon will move up to attack Sheppy, who I'm going to. Fuck's sake!
What
What is the collision on these things? Fuck's
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
These fine, whatever. Moves up
what-
and attacks
everyone
Sheppy.
doesn't know.
That is a hit. So the peon does 5 damage to you, Sheppy, so that will attack your armor first.
I don't have any armor since I didn't put any points into it. I'm assuming if you don't put any points into armor, you don't get any. Or do you start with armor regardless?
I guess you don't start with armor.
Yeah, I think if you start with 0 and any points that you place there is 15 max armor that you can use.
Yeah, it just says add 16 max armor to your character, but it doesn't say, like, in the health thing, it says all players start with 30 HP.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you start with armor, so I don't think you
So
start
I
with
guess you take 5 points of health damage.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. So then this disruptor will fire twice at Aralea. So here comes the first attack.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Hmm. How much damage they do?
That's a good question.
Oh, they do 5, I think, yeah.
Yeah, 5 damage to you. So if you have armor, that gets subtracted from that first. If not, it goes to your. Okay.
Mhm.
And the second attack is a miss.
Okay, then only 5 damage. Okay.
This disruptor will move up to here, get in some cover, and take a shot at Sheppy. That is a hit. So you take 5 damage. And then these guys are just going to start moving up. We're getting ready. What's the range on this? 25 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, gotta go here then. All right, and the guy in the control box doesn't seem worried right now. He's like, they've got it.
Yeah, I think like
All right, so that is your turn again.
It's my turn.
It is your
I
turn.
think yep.
I'm gonna get in between these two right here, so I'm in 5 feet in distance between them.
Mm-hmm.
We could-
There we go. And I'll take my sword.
Are you
Again.
fucking kidding me? Sorry.
I'm drunk. Don't worry. I'm a little bit drunk, guys.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I take my sword. I slice at this peon right here.
At the peon in front of Aralea.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Please hit. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, give it a couple shakes. Oh, you miss.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Fine, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we will be fine.
Yeah,
We'll be okay.
sure. Okay,
Let's see.
so Aralea, you have 2 actions.
Okay, I wanna.
If you'd like to do what I would maybe recommend you try doing is what Sheppy wanted to do. Since you took a bit of damage,
Mhm.
you could. I don't think there's a disadvantage for shooting melee, like shooting
Yeah,
while
unless
in
you have
melee.
like a weapon. Yet. I think it's only if you have like the sniper
A
weapon.
sniper rifle. A sniper
Yeah.
rifle, you have
Yeah.
disadvantage.
So yeah, like what I would maybe recommend that you try doing is shooting the peon that's across the doorway from you here, and then you could try going for that would let you try to go for an execution on the peon.
Yeah, let me just write the execution thing. Oh yeah, there will be 5 feet away. Okay. I have another idea too, but let me see.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I think it says that you can actually like switch weapons without taking a turn.
Yes,
don't cost me a turn.
switching weapons is not an action.
So I can like switch around weapons if I want.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And my second weapon is actually grenades. So I'm gonna switch to my grenades. And
Mhm.
I mean
Nice.
right here on the middle of the two guys around. So my left.
Okay, so you hit the
I
peon
think
and the
so
disruptor.
it's both of them pretty much.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit both of them with a grenade for my first action. Yep.
Sure thing.
Let's hope that it works.
Ooh, yep.
Cool.
Grenades do 15 damage, so both of
And I
those are
have a
dead.
+5 to on top too. And I
Ooh.
have like 1 +5 to on top.
Yeah, so there's you kill 2 people with that grenade.
Yep.
So those guys are gone. Everybody restores. You're supposed to restore 50% of your ammo, which I guess means you're back at full ammo.
Yeah, I think
including
I'm
your
back to full
grenades.
ammo for grenade. Yeah, I think it's whatever one you kill with, maybe? Or it's all of them. I think it's the current weapon, probably.
Whenever an enemy is killed, the player regains 50% of their shot total.
Mm-hmm. I think it's probably with the weapon that you have keep at the moment, maybe?
Sure. So yeah, you get another grenade.
Okay, and I wanna try to do the execution on the next to me.
Okay. Executions do not
Yeah.
cost an action.
Oh wait, I'm gonna start.
The only
Well,
thing
yeah,
I
you know.
don't understand about executions is do you think it kills the person that you're like? Because I assume it's supposed to be like you kill somebody and then because you're within 5 feet,
Oh
you
wait,
then
oh yeah,
go and
they need to
kill
be
them.
very close. Yeah, I think you need to like actually kill them, and if they are like slain and they get up closer to you, it comes as an execution instead. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, like an extra kill. Like if you kill
5
them
feet
that
from
closer.
another enemy. So
Yeah.
I think the intention is that you're performing the execution on the peon that you're next to, so that'll kill them, I guess.
Mhm.
So yeah, you are allowed to do the execution. So you will once an execution is performed, the player regains 50% of their max HP and armor. So you recover the one damage that I did to you basically.
So back to full
And
health, and if
and
I
I
add the armor, I guess it could be back to half of it or something. If I add any points on armor.
you had if you had any armor you would recover it.
Okay.
And then you have one more action.
Mhm. Okay, I wanna try to. Well, since it's a bit hard to shoot the other one around next to Chiple, then I'm gonna shoot on a right on my nuke.
Shoot the disruptor? Sure, go for it.
Let's see. Let me go.
There's the dice.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Oh,
And that's a hit. So they only had 5 health, and I think the assault rifle does at
yep,
least 5 damage.
Yep, it does 5 damage.
So you blow that guy
I
up.
think I recovered my aim motor.
Mhm.
Nice.
So that's that. And yeah, you did do 2 attacks, so you can't move.
Yep, I can move in.
So now it is the enemy's turn.
Doom tablet of gaming. Yes.
So this guy is going to move up on top of this ammo, or he's just gonna fall over. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the collision of the seconds.
Yeah, okay, alright, whatever.
Everyone's drunk.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Oh, you got
goddamn.
Everyone is drunk on this game.
I'm just gonna so this is one action move, this is another action move. This guy's going to attack Sheppy. That is a success. So Sheppy, you take 5 damage. And then this guy is going to shoot Aralea. That is also a success. You take 5 damage.
So 5 damage. Yep.
And then this guy is going to gets 5 squares of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I guess he'll just double move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops.
Oh my god, what is the collision of the seconds? Feels like a giant hitbox.
Good lord. Okay, there we go. And then this guy's like, you know what? Maybe they don't got it. So I just need to make sure that I remember. I think he gets. This is a. No, this is not a soldier. This was. Did I say this was a slayer? I did actually write it down. It is a slayer. Okay. Speed 30 feet, 3 actions. Ooh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to take a shot at Aralea. Actually, Sheppy's closer. We'll take a shot at Sheppy.
beat up here.
But it misses, thankfully. So that is the enemy turn. It is your turn again.
With one hand, I pump my shotgun and I point it at the one with the gun, and I take aim and fire.
The guy, this guy with the gun, or this guy with the gun?
Yes.
First guy with the gun.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Okay. Shoot the guy with the gun.
It's not really rolling.
That's good.
Ooh,
You
No.
miss.
no.
Try it again.
Okay. You hit.
Nice. Yay.
I assume a shotgun does at least 5 damage.
It
Give it
does.
one
My
more.
double barrel does.
20.
Oh,
From more than 10 feet. Okay, yeah, you're within 10 feet.
Yeah. So my double barrel does 20 plus 10. That's 30 damage.
Yeah, okay, that guy's fucking dead.
Mega
Oh
dead.
god.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to execute the peon
Yep.
next to me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So first I grab both of his arms, and then I place my boot on his chest, and I pull his arms clean off their sockets, and then I beat his corpse to death into a bloody pulp.
This man is extremely dead. You recover 50% of your max HP and armor.
All right. That means I'm back to 30.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, Arale, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use both of my actions to shoot the Slayer. Yep.
To shoot the Slayer? Alright, go for it.
Let's see.
Oh, that means my shots are back to full, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, because you shot the shotgun and killed.
Oh, nice.
You
So-
hit the Slayer with your first attack. How much?
Mhm.
So you have the assault rifle does
That's 5.
5
Plus I have
damage.
plus I have 1 point in
Hold on,
damage, so
1 second, sorry.
Oh,
Let me make sure. So it's 35 feet of increments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're within. How do you have any additional? Do you have any points in your damage skill?
only 1, so it could be plus 5.
Okay, so you do 10 damage to him.
Yep. Okay, let's hope I can do another one. Oh, that is like the that works.
So he has
And that's
30
a
health,
miss.
and that's a miss. Okay, so he's got 30 health left. All right. Things aren't looking good for Team Q here. This peon is going to attack you twice with its
Okay.
claw things. First one is a miss.
Ooh, nice miss. Nice.
Second one is a hit. You
Ooh,
take
a
5
hit.
damage.
Ooh. Okay.
This Q Slayer, enraged that the people, the Q under its command are dying left and right, will pull out its sword and charge at Sheppy. As it watched one of the peons get literally ripped limb to limb. And it will swing its sword at Commander Sheppy. Here we go. Attack number 1. That is a miss. Attack number 2. That's a hit.
Ooh.
Sheppy, you take
Oh.
15 damage.
Oh, damn. Okay. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
All right. I will return in kind and duel with this man, with this Slayer.
All right.
Hit them, Jeep. Go hit them.
Come on. Yep. No.
That's a miss.
Try it again.
You can do it.
Give it more like jerky shakes, I think.
Yeah.
But it did roll. That was also a miss. You're trading blows, but nothing. You cannot score a hit on that guy. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I go like I see that Chef is in trouble, so I'm gonna start shooting the Slayer again.
Okay.
If possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it, but it's kinda hard to see if it's shaking or not.
Yeah,
Check
it's
it.
hard.
Let me grab it again, maybe. Because I
Sure.
think maybe if I grab it from the edge, maybe.
Yeah, and then just make sure to like kind of like let it go with some momentum. There you go. That's a hit.
Nice. One
So
hit.
you
That's
had
my
so the assault rifle did 5 damage and you have 1 point in the damage skill, right? So that's
so
10
it
damage.
should be at 20.
So it's at 20 health.
I'm gonna shoot again. Ooh, that's a nice
That's a
roll, but
miss. All right.
very close.
Team Q's turn. So once again, the pawn is going to claw at you twice.
Mhm.
That's a miss.
Nice miss.
That is, however, a
Okay,
hit. You take another 5 damage.
I'm fucking dead.
The Slayer is engaging you in single combat, Sheppy, and it begins with 1 sword strike. That's a hit for 15.
Oh, I slump. I'm dead.
I think there's a there
Yeah,
thingy at
there
the bottom.
is. Let me just make sure I know when you do that. Do you do that on your turn, or do you do that now? Oh, I've also not been paying attention to the death blow mechanic. Oops. I don't think
I-
I don't think you've succeeded 4 attacks in a row though.
No,
No, we haven't
made
done
any
it
kills in a
yet.
row.
All right. In MOURN, your character may die. When a character loses all their HP, the player enters Soul Steal mode. It allows the player to resurrect at 5 HP if they land a successful attack with their weapons with all of their actions. Okay, so that is on your turn.
Okay.
So, the Slayer. So Sheppy is down. So the Slayer will be shoot at Aralea with its rifle.
Okay.
That is a miss.
Nice.
I only did one. Yeah. Here's the third action.
Yep. You only need one action first.
That is a
That's
hit.
Oof. Oof, I
For
don't know
15.
that.
Okay, so
Ouch.
Sheppy, you have entered Soul Steal mode. You can land you will resurrect if you land a successful attack with their weapon with all of their actions, which I think means you get one shot.
Mm.
Okay. There we go.
Come on, Sheppy. Oh no. The player does not land a successful attack during Soul Steal mode. They are removed from combat.
Oh.
Does yeah, so you are dead.
I think you need to use like all of the actions. Is what some of them.
Well, yeah, like we can't resurrect you now, but we can bring you back to life if you got the altar. We'll worry about that later though. Aralea, though, it is your turn.
Okay, let's try. They have a 20 HP.
He's
let's
got
see.
20 HP, so if you land both attacks, you could kill him and then do an execute on the peon.
Okay, let's see. Yep, I'm gonna have to try that. Yep, I'm gonna have to hope I can land 2 attacks. To see if it works. Oof.
That's a hit.
Oh,
That's a hit.
Nice. Yes.
So it has 10 HP left. Here comes the final attack.
Here it comes.
Mm.
Oh, oh no.
Mm.
Well, I still will have another turn at least. Hopefully.
All right.
Maybe they
The
will
peon
miss.
is going to.
I still have a 10 HP because I did place 1 point in health. So I still have a 10 HP.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do something fun. The Slayer charges forward, knocking the peon back. It wants the kill. It's not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, don't want to kill it.
So it goes hiya. That's definitely a cock die.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oof.
That's 15 health.
Oof. So I'm minus. Yep.
So you're in Soul Steal mode then?
Yep.
All right. Here comes your attack.
Yep. I only have one
You have
attack
to land an attack with your weapon using
Yep.
both of your actions.
Okay, let's see.
You did it.
Nice.
So mark off 1 resurrection on your thing, and you are now back at 5 HP.
Yep.
So once again, I will remind you, these red things are health packs, and the black things are ammo packs, and the blue things are armor packs. Which I don't know if.
Do I still have an action after this, or do they allow both actions?
You know what? You can take a couple of you can take both of your actions.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little bad. I really didn't like have any idea. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have to help.
All right. I'm guessing health packs. HP can be refilled during a long rest using health packs found in the world. I guess it heals you to full.
Ooh,
I don't know that there's any. There doesn't seem to be anything that says one way or the other what it heals
I
you.
guess it could be like half, or depends on you. I guess half
Yeah.
or full, maybe depends.
All right. So enemy
Okay, so
turn.
full. Okay. Okay, I think that's where they are too. No, but I think.
So that peon's gonna move, and this guy's still gonna charge in for the attack. Please, I don't know. I give up. That's not the right dice. Get the fuck out of here.
Can we throw you them off actually?
You can throw them off, but then they'll reappear. That's a hit.
Yeah, probably it's not obviously.
That's a miss. You take 15 points of damage.
Okay, nice. That. Okay, I wanna use but they still have a 10 HP and this guy has 5 HP, right? I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Gonna try. Let me use the that something again. Ooh, okay, I got an idea. Since I trust this guy, and can I shoot the peon from him?
You can shoot the peon. I don't know that I would personally be worried about the peon right about now.
Yeah, because
What
if I kill the peon, I should be able to execute the guy.
You are correct as far as I know. There doesn't seem to be a thing that you can. There doesn't seem to be anything where it's like you can only execute enemies who are like
Yeah.
under 50% health or something. So
Yeah, and
you know
he's
what?
kinda
Yeah,
low
go
when
for it. If
he's
you want,
kinda
if you
low
want to
HP
shoot
too.
at the peon and then execute
Gonna shoot the
the
peon.
slayer, then go for
I
it.
only have it on one hit, so
All right,
oh,
that's
that
a
didn't
hit.
come from.
Uh,
Oh, didn't come from.
it's a 2. It's very clearly a 2.
Okay.
So you kill the
he's
peon,
dead. Yep.
and then you execute
And then I'm
the
gonna go
slayer.
rip and tear on the slayer. Yep. To recover
Yeah.
my health back.
All right.
Nice.
Bleeding out, dead.
So you've managed to secure the tram station.
Oh, very nice.
Thankfully, they had built a little queue altar back in the corner here. So you
Well,
can
I carry cheap and regular attack.
so you can Sheppy can resurrect. That takes 3 of your Q cores, which means you start with 0. You have 0 of them now, which is rough.
Oof. Yeah,
But
that was a bit
thankfully, it turns out the Slayer was hoarding them, so you find
Yes.
so you find 4 of them.
Mm.
Actually, sorry, you find 5 of them, which is conveniently just enough for Sheppy to get back
Yep.
his missing ones and give you both 1 upgrade.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Wow.
That should be good. Yep. Works very well.
Yippee.
Let's see what Obra did. Yep.
I would maybe recommend armor if it were me.
That's 100% what I'm doing.
I'm gonna get armor, so I think that could be 15 max.
Yeah, it's 15 armor.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you're at max armor. Either by like resting or by using that health pack, you manage to get yourself back up to
We have
max
like armor
HP.
right now.
And when I resurrect, am I at full or am I still like at
Well, we have a health pack
Uh,
around, so I think we could probably are full because we have like health. We have like a stuff to pick around right now.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you resurrected at any health, so I'm just gonna assume that you resurrect to full,
Yeah.
because like losing three of your combat skills is so punishing
Yeah.
that I think you should get it for free. You should be full health.
That cannot stop me.
Nice. So, you've managed to secure the tram as well as the tram station. You need to but they've locked down the console that would allow the tram to move. They've locked down like the emergency brakes or something on in this console. So you've got to figure out some way to disable those brakes to be able to get the tram moving.
because
Maybe let's look into control group.
because I am an unga bunga. I'm just gonna just punch the brakes off.
All right. How much brawn do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2. All right. So you get to roll 2 dice, and that gives you 2 chances of success.
Is that? I thought it was 3. I thought. Even
Oh,
if
is
you
it?
don't have a skill point, you can
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. If your brawn is 3, you flip 4 coins. Yeah. So you flip 3 coins.
Okay.
My bad.
And for every success, it becomes even better. So it's like
Yes.
a big success. All right. I'm just gonna punch the brakes off.
All right.
That's a fail. Oh, one. I just need one. Come on. Come on.
Hey!
Yeah. Poke.
After some difficulty hacking away at them, you manage to destroy the brakes, holding the tram in place. You can now move on towards the control center, and get to disable the reactor. Wow,
Let's
it's
go.
almost as if it's time for map 2.
Yep.
Do you know how to drive this thing?
Well, I sure hope you know how to drive it without brakes.
Gotta go fast.
So, after a brief hypertram ride, you arrive at the control center that controls the reactor safety locks. There's a tram station essentially behind you that was deserted. So you've entered into this hallway. You can see a couple of peons and a disruptor ahead of you. At the very back of the room is a tank, which is a heavily armored but only melee range unit. To your left, sorry, no, to your right, but our perspective's left. There is a room labeled armory that you technically cannot see inside, but you know it's an armory. And at the end of the hall, you can see that there's a sign that says Control Center. So, what would you like to do?
First, I'm going to move 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
In the middle of all of these. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Right on top of it. It looks weird, but I'm in the middle of the.
Yeah.
And I'm going to slice one of those peons.
All right.
With my sword.
Oh, I need to spawn you a D4. Sorry.
That's all right.
I forgot to do that yet. You know what? I'm generous. Here's a couple.
All right.
So. Yeah. Roll 'em and wheat.
Come on.
Yeah!
No.
You slice down one of the peons.
I'll what I like to do with my execution is I'm gonna I'm gonna do it with the voice.
I'm gonna stab one of these peons, and with straight through, so now it's a bludgeoning weapon. I'm gonna take the corpse that's on is still stuck to the sword, and I'm gonna bash the one with the gun like a hammer.
All right. So you, which peon do you kill?
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
The one
Okay.
closest to yeah, that's fine.
Sure. And then you execute the disruptor. That was a very productive first turn. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Okay. I can move in one season. I'm gonna move in 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna peek inside the armory and see what's inside. Ooh,
Okay.
So I move it 4. I see like there's a bunch of enemies around.
Yeah. So you peek inside the armor. You can see that there's like a bunch of weapons on the walls and some ammo and some armor. There's also a fenced-off room in the back that looks like it contains some even more promising weapons. And then yes, there's 2 peons and a disruptor in there, and you still have 1 action left.
So I'm gonna switch to my grenades and you set them right up the middle of all of the enemies. Yeah.
One. Just let me make sure that there's no minimum distance for a grenade. There is not. Go for it.
Yep. Okay, let's go. There we go. Come on.
Oh, bad nade. You miss. I don't know. It bounces
So
into
now
the
I'm
corner of the
one
room and
grenade.
explodes. So that was your actions.
Yep.
All right. So, let us start with. Let's start with this peon right here. So this peon is in melee with Sheppy, so they will attack him twice. First is a hit for 5 damage. Second is also a hit for 5 damage. Damn. Peon putting in work. These two peons will both attack. Really hope I'm not supposed to be giving them one attack each. One action. I don't think so. Yeah. Oh yeah. Enemies also only have 2 actions unless otherwise specified. Okay, cool. So the first attack was a miss. The second attack was a hit for 5 damage. The second peon attacks. First hit for 5. And again, hit for 5. Ouch. So that's 15 damage total.
Yep.
And then the disruptor will fire 2 shots at you for 5 damage. And an additional 5 damage. Ow, ow, ow. Good thing there's so many juicy targets for an execution, huh?
Yep.
Alright, so that does that, and then this tank is going to... shit. Tanks, I think, have 25 feet. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he's coming.
He's coming.
Alright.
I'm punching my palm like, come here.
Alright, so, what would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna sneakily be like, I'm gonna go over here, grab this armor. So I go refill my
Alrighty.
armor.
So you've recovered your 15 armor.
Yes.
Okay. Did you take armor damage?
Yeah. Because.
Oh yeah, the peon.
Hit me twice.
Right.
And then, point blank, I'm going to take my shotgun out and I'm going to just blast him.
All right.
Yes!
Nice. That's a hit. So that was your double barrel, right?
Double barrel.
Which deals 20
30
damage plus your damage bonus, which is what?
10.
10, so 30 damage. So that's a solid hit on the tank. So good stuff. Aralea, what would you like to do?
I only have 1 grenade left, and I see that there is some ammo, so I'm gonna use my last grenade. So just I meet us at the same spot.
If I may, real quick, before you use that grenade, what you may want to do, is move 5 feet so that you're next to that peon out in the hallway, and then throw the grenade so you can get that execution.
The door is actually like a double door. Yep.
Yeah.
When I exit the room. Yep.
Okay, so now you've moved. Now you can throw the grenade.
Yep. I'm gonna try it. So one more.
Where is it? No, Aralea, you're not the dice.
What the heck happened there? Oh wait, do I have a double dice? Oh, what's going on? Wait, let me. Oh,
Is
I can see like a image of the dice, like a minute. I don't know why, but okay, it's fine. You know, like I'm actually seeing the result.
And that's it. Hit. So you deal 15 damage to all the guys in here, so they're all dead.
Nice.
Nice.
You recover one of your grenades, and then you can perform an execution on that guy.
Yep, and I will just rip and tear it, going to recover some.
Okay. So you recovered, was it 50% of your max health and your max
Yep,
armor?
I'm back to full, yep. Should be back to full, and I think I actually have 7 armor.
Awesome. All right. So the tank is right next to Sheppy,
Filled with bullet holes.
Yep.
but I think what I'm gonna do is the tank is going to attack Sheppy. And that's a miss. So it'll attack again. With another miss, Sheppy expertly dodges both of those attacks.
Somersaulting.
Nice. So, your turn again.
I'm going to do the same thing I did last time.
All right.
I cock it with one hand and I'm just boom. That didn't really roll.
Yeah, go for it again. Let it make sure it bounces a couple times. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
Still
yeah.
a miss though.
Try it again.
All right. Comes the second shot. Oh.
no.
I missed that point blank.
Oh.
Terrible.
It probably like pushes the barrel out of the way and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Aralea, your friend's kind of in trouble, standing next to a big ass monster. How would you like to help him?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can actually shoot it from here with my assault rifle.
I
think it's
believe
6
so.
Think
Assault
about
rifle
it.
has 35 feet, so 7 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're perfectly in range.
Okay, I wanna try to use both my active, so to help them. Yep,
To shoot it twice? Sure thing.
yep, shoot it this.
That's
With
a miss.
We're losing to this tank. Oh, that didn't count, I think.
Yeah, reroll that one. That one's like extremely on its side. And that's a hit.
Nice.
So you dealt.
For 10 damage, yep.
Yep,
Because we
so
have a plus 5 now.
the tank is half dead.
Okay, nice.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yep, and use a plus 10 damage.
So, first, the tank is going to attack Sheppy. That's a miss.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That is, however, a hit for 30 damage.
Oh, pain.
Okay.
Solid blow.
Ooh, that hit me real good. I'm spitting out blood. You know what? This man, I'm gonna try again with the shotgun.
All right.
He's enraged me.
You hit,
Oh, nice.
and you did what, 30 damage?
Yep.
It's only 10
I
HP left.
I have no more shots. I bring out my sword and I try to bring it onto its head.
All right.
Oh, come on.
And then throw,
Yeah,
throw,
that's
do you want the remote? Do you want me to remote?
Yeah, that kind of fell directly down.
Oh, come on. It's not working.
There you go.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Aralea, you've got 2 shots to save Sheppy.
And todo, había veces a lot of famous, so I'm gonna shoot my assault rifle to help them.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's a miss. Ooh.
Come on. Come on, yeah.
No, that's a miss.
Yep, that's a little bit.
Die every single map.
All right. The tank is gonna charge forward because you're looking pretty squishy back there shooting. Who do you think you are? It's gonna charge forward and it's going to attack you, and it's gonna miss. All right, Sheppy. What would you like to do?
5, 10,
Okay, pick up the health.
15, 20.
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
do
is
you want me
picking
to kill you?
Picking up is free, right?
I believe so.
Okay. So yeah, pick up the health. I'm at
Okay.
30.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, I was right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Uh-huh.
25.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
you
I'm
refill
not able
your shotgun too.
Nice.
So I have 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I say with a lot of hubris, hasta la vista, baby!
Fuck the pizza.
With my shotgun.
And you
Nice.
hit. Solid blow to the tank, bringing it down. It
Nice.
slumps to the ground dead in the hallway. So, you've taken control of the hallway and the armory. Perhaps now would be a good time to check and make sure you're prepared for the next room ahead.
I would like to pick up
Grab
this
one of the armors too.
Okay.
Grab one of them. Wait, why
And-
don't
Oh.
And since it's the
I'm not
armory,
grab one of the yep.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
So,
Sorry.
So yeah, you both restore your armor with the armor packs there. You both restored your ammo with the ammo packs in there. So I'm gonna briefly explain what the deal is with the armory now that you have a chance to look over it.
Mhm.
So, you can see basically in the front of the armory, there's a bunch of like basic weapons, you know, like revolvers, shotguns. Like if you looked really hard, you could probably find something. Excuse me, something kind of cool. But you can see in the back, locked off in the high security X area, is where they kept the really good stuff. So if you could find a way into there, you could maybe get something real good.
I'll let Aurelia handle this door since I did
Okay.
the breaks.
I'm gonna try to see if I can use my cunning, which I have a 1 of it. For the
Okay.
for the play.
You have one
So
cunning,
if I
so
can
you get 2
I would
attempts.
like to try to lockpick it.
Sure thing.
So I roll a die, right?
Yeah, and if you have 1 cunning, then you'll roll 2 dice and 1
Both the
success.
dice? Okay.
Yeah, you can roll them both
Okay.
at the same time, or you can roll them separately. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I think it's probably fine to roll them twice.
Sure thing. That is 2 successes. You manage to
Nice.
bypass the door. You don't trip the alarm that was on the door. So you're both in, and you can choose to upgrade your arsenal if you so desire. To let players upgrade their weapons or to find better weapons throughout the world you create. So I'm gonna say that you each get 1 choice on
Like a new weapon.
new weapons. So here's what I'm gonna suggest. You can either swap out any one of your weapons for another weapon on the weapon table, or you can use the attachments or the ammo systems inside that room to upgrade the damage of one of your existing weapons by 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna get rid of old Betsy. I'm gonna upgrade old Betsy.
The shotgun.
Yes.
Okay, so now it'll deal 25 damage. Please make sure that you write that down somewhere, because
Yep.
I'm going to forget. And Aralea, what would you like to do?
I could like to grab my rifle, so it's gonna do 10 damage now, I guess.
Sounds good. All right. So now you have both healed up. You've upgraded your arsenal. Are you ready to take on
Yes.
the fight for the command center?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. See. I guess we can start from here or something.
I'll be so it's just motion activated, so I just
Yeah. So if you walk up to it, it'll open.
Oh.
we see.
All right. So you open the room to the command center. Ahead of you is essentially a hallway that leads out into a room of computer monitors and stations for controlling the various parts of this facility. You see a couple of peons and some disruptors there, and you can see through the slits in the wall here. There is a Q chosen. These are the most elite of the non-commanding soldiers in the Q Empire. The Chosen are abducted humans from Delta 4, now transformed into brainwashed amalgams that have forgotten their past and seek only to kill their human kin. There's also 2 rooms off to the side that you can't see into, but you can hear peons chittering away as they type on the computers with their weird claw hands.
Gotcha.
So, begins combat. What would you like to do?
You want to go first, or you want to go first, Aurelia?
I think you can go first, yeah. I think maybe
Okay.
I think this turn on the block.
I'm going to position myself strategically right here.
Okie dokie.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
There you
There we
go.
go. And then I'm going to take aim at. Okay, 5, 10. Okay, so I'm going to take aim at this peon.
Okay.
Here.
With your shotgun. Okay.
Yep.
You miss.
Bam.
All right. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I could like to move into. Let's see, moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should work then.
Mhm.
I can move it next to Chippy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'll figure that out. Oh God. Sorry.
This is room gaming.
This is- These models are very weird.
There's
Whatever,
lots of
you're
servers
there.
on Delta 4.
That was.
Okay. I know you're in that square.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Okay, I could like to shoot the.
To shoot the disruptor there? Sure thing. All right. Take aim. You hit,
Nice.
so you kill the
That's what I
disruptor,
did.
and
I
then
will like to execute it on the next
execute
one.
the peon in front of you. Good call.
And I shall recover more armor, so I should be back to full, I think.
Yep, you should be full on health and armor at this point.
Yep.
All right. So,
Let's get some food.
yeah, good luck. The models are a little goofy. So, this peon is going to move up and attack Sheppy. That's a miss.
Nice.
The disruptor, oh, nice going.
I think that
The disruptor is going to take 2 shots. Actually, 1 shot at Sheppy and 1 shot at Aralea. It's kind of panic spraying.
Yep, makes sense.
The shot against Sheppy hits. Shot against Aralea misses.
How much damage?
It's 5 damage.
I think
Okay.
The you hear these rooms slide open, and out pops 2 peons from this room. But
It's okay, we can just... Yep, as long as it's approximate, approximation.
yeah,
Yeah, as long as it's approximate.
and the Chosen's going to move to this location and just kind of watch. All right, what happens next?
Was this ammo right here, or was it in here?
The ammo is out. There's 1 ammo outside and there's 1 ammo inside.
Oh, okay. I guess I will go on top of the ammo and I'll grab it. So I'll feel more shots.
Okay.
And I will start hacking and slashing.
All right. Fucking. Okay, you're picking up the ammo. It's out of here. Go.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, it's okay.
You miss.
No. Okay. And I guess I didn't move, so that's fine.
Did you want to move anywhere else?
I can move twice.
Well, you didn't use all your movement, so.
Guess I'll take cover.
Sure.
Like here. Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I still have like since we got like our armor refined, so I
Yep.
switched to my grenades, and I want to use them on this group over here that I can see.
Yep. Okay. So
Yeah,
you'll
so
hit
now
you'll
we
hit
have-
all 4 of those guys because it's a 3x3.
Fully. Let's see.
Hello, Nash. Good to see you.
Oh, nice.
Yup. Yeah, it deals 15 damage or something, so they're all dead.
Boom.
Alright.
And I recover my
And yep,
grenade.
you recover your grenade.
And I wanna use my other action to use take cover too because I saw something on my corner of
Sure
my
thing.
something really dangerous.
Yeah,
I wanna
sure. Take over behind Sheppy. It's a good call. Don't flirt with me and I got scared and
Yeah,
left.
it's
Oh, I'm
just
so
a
sorry,
movie.
Nash. Okay, alright, enemy's turn. These 2 peons are going to move up. And then
Yeah, that was
this one is going to, like, the one at the top will attack Aralea with a hit for 5, and the bottom one will attack Sheppy for 5. They both hit for 5 damage each.
Unless we have armor.
The Chosen is going to move forward. It has 25 feet. Or no, it doesn't. It has 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it is going to take a shot at Aralea. That's a hit. That does 30 damage.
So
and then
I
it's-
got my armor plus half of my HP too.
And then it's going to take a shot at Sheppy for 30. The shot at Sheppy misses. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
May I suggest letting Aralea go first?
Go for it.
Okay.
Do you wanna shoot?
Yep, I'm gonna shoot
Yeah.
in front of Chiplet. I'm gonna try to shoot him with my assault rifle.
Sure thing. Take the shot.
Oof,
You
one
miss,
miss.
but you have another action if you'd like to take
I'm gonna
another
try
shot.
to- Yep. I'm gonna try to see if I can get rid of the squeeze.
You hit.
Nice.
So you kill it
So, yep, and I wanna execute it the next.
And then you'll
next
execute the
little
peon.
correction.
for 50% of your health and armor.
Back to full health and half armor.
Awesome. Alright, Sheppy. What will you do?
I want to run back and switch out for a rocket launcher, but it's that's hindsight's 2020. Guess I'm going to go up to him and blast him in the face.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm going to give Aurelia room to shoot. So
Sure.
Yeah, so I don't shoot you on the back or something.
let's see. Where's my dice?
There's one.
Yeah, should just probably carry one around here.
Are these? Why are these on the grid? No wonder you're having problems rolling them.
I'm rolling tails all day. Oh no.
All right.
Well, let's see. I was right here, right?
Yep.
So I went 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Doors open.
Yep, the door automatically opens.
25, 30.
Okay.
I'm in this room now.
All right.
Let's see.
So the Chosen is first going to attack Aralea. That is absolutely a cog die. That is a 4. That is 30 damage to you.
Okay, so 30 damage, so that does 1 more. Okay, yeah, let's see.
And then it's going to move and open the door and shoot Sheppy. Which is unfortunately a hit for 30 damage.
I am crawling on my feet. Bones are breaking.
Are you in death blow mode? Are you down?
No.
Okay.
I'm very.
Yeah,
You're very
okay.
wounded. Okay. Good to know. All right. What would you like to do?
Armor, heal.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15. I'm just going to stay right here.
Okay. So you grab the health and the armor,
And
move back to
then
where you were, and then you're going to...
blast this dumbass right in front of me.
You hit.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So you
Blast.
did, what is it, 25 plus your... How much damage did you... How much additional damage did you do?
So it's upgraded shotgun 25 plus 10 with my damage upgrades. So it's 35.
35 damage. So you've already dealt half its health in damage.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Okay, since I am almost there, I wanna like move it. Yep, I wanna move it to the skull pack over here.
And grab the health pack, sure thing.
And I'm gonna shoot him once or two with
Okay.
the next active.
Take the shot.
Got it. You got it. You got it.
You got it.
Yes.
So it had
Well, then we go
25
fight.
health,
Yep.
and you do what? 15
Oh,
damage
15
now.
on- yeah, 15.
All right, so it only has 10 health left.
Yep.
All right. The Chosen is enraged. First, it's going to take a shot at Aralea. It misses. It is then going to move forward in for the kill now that Sheppy is trapped and go for the melee kill. Oh, this is one of the ones that's still toggled to the grid. Hopefully this makes it easier to roll. Sorry, everything by default is toggled to snap to the grid in these maps. That is a hit for 30 damage.
Damn. Okay. I was at 15 armor, 30 health. That means I'm at 15 health. Okay. Oofa. All right.
All right.
I'm taking out my sword. If he wants to kill me with blade, I will kill him with blade.
All right. You miss.
Okay.
Yeah,
Try to get one more time.
Here we
Okay,
go. You did it!
Yes! All right. So, what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
The knee pad that has a spike on it. So what I do is I take his head and I slam my knee into his jaw. And then I push his head back so his jaw comes unhinged and falls off his face. And then I kick his corpse to the ground.
All right. You've done it. You find an additional 5 4 Q soul cores. So you get 2 each to upgrade your stuff.
Nice.
So please make sure you do that. And then you have found the control center, and with a little bit of finagling, I also assume you empty out all the supplies from this area. You manage to disable the reactor safeties, and you can head back via the tram towards the reactor core.
Right. Let's see. So, 3. I'm going to elect to upgrade my health even further and my armor even further.
Sounds
So,
good.
Voy a ver la compra. ¿O maniobrar el doble tú?
I'm sorry?
Or one. ¿O maniobrar el doble?
You get 2 cores.
Yeah, got
Two
2
cores?
cores.
Okay.
So two upgrades.
I collect the brand my armor, so it could be 50 now. Then I will brand my. I will brand my. I think I'm gonna brand my speed to 35.
Sounds good.
Oh, nice.
All right, it's time for map 3.
Right.
Ooh, I don't think it's an spam. Oof.
Do you
Oh,
see
no.
the map or not?
I
do
don't
not
see
s-
it myself.
I see the I see the miniatures. I don't see the.
Okay, 1 second.
I see it on your stream, but I don't see
Yep,
it.
I see it. Yeah, then.
Okay,
Okay, now
do you see it now?
I see
Excellent.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It now.
Okay,
Ooh, it's
so
not-
proceeding back along the tram, you you finally reach the reactor's core. Once you shut this down, this will deal a serious blow to the Q war machine, and perhaps grant the survivors of Delta Force some hope that this war can be won. All you have to do is just defeat any Q forces remaining in the reactor. Surely that's not going to be hard, right? Okay.
I see this big guy right here.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder what could they be.
Cyber demon. I'm
Yep,
assuming
cyber
equivalent to a cyber demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like that.
Good luck. So combat won't start until you guys actually like see someone, so you can move forward and position yourselves however you like inside this hallway.
Aurelia, you have like the longer range, so
Yeah, so
I'm more of a
very
close
back.
range, so you can like let
Yeah,
let me
this
be,
will work out.
Okay.
yeah, let me like be the front line.
Are you ready to open the door?
Yep.
Yep.
All
Let's see
right.
what we-
You
let's see
open
what we totally-
the door. Directly in front of you, in the center of the room, is the reactor core that hums deeply with a nice blue light. To the in each corner of the room, there lies these 4 kind of energy pylons that take the energy from the reactor. And then off to the side, there are two rooms that are either like utility rooms or control rooms or something. So once again, you see a bunch of peons, disruptors lying about. In the very back of the room, you can see a Q commander. This is the highest ranked enemy of the Q Empire. They will stop at nothing to slay you and claim your head as a trophy. They wield a railgun in one hand and a plasma imbued axe in the other. Be warned, death is a real fear when facing these enemies.
Okay.
And then there are also, next to him, there are 2 of the... what are they?
These guys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember.
Penguins.
What did I write them down as? They are written down as stalkers.
Penguins, yeah.
Are they going to be stalkers though? No, they're ambushers. Sorry. So the ambushers are sneaky, quick, and deal terrible damage. They are more frail than the slayers, but their swords deal massive damage to those they strike.
Mhm.
They're very quick. They're very fragile, but they do good damage in melee. And then in the corners, there's 2 peons in each of the rooms, and then there are 2 Q bruisers. These are the bulkier members of the Q Empire. Their armor is heavy and their speed is great, but the range of their attacks is quite low. They are made to be at the front lines, keeping their enemies busy. So,
Right.
what would you like to do?
Okay. Aurelia, maybe you should go first. You can just eliminate some of the smaller guys. Maybe like throw a grenade.
Yeah, let's see what I can do. Let me move it. I'm gonna move it first, so I'm hitting. 1, 2, 3.
You can move through Sheppy, no problem, if that makes it easy for you.
You just leapfrog.
Let's see where it plays. Does it like cover, right? Does it work as like cover? Maybe?
Yeah, these are big, basically big pylons that reach basically to the ceiling, so they are very solid cover.
Okay, so I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I should be able to place myself here.
Okay.
Oops, there we go.
All right.
And I'm gonna use my other action to shoot at this only. Yep, over here.
So you're shooting the disruptor?
Yep, at the disruptor.
Sure thing. I didn't spawn you any dice. That is kind of a problem for me to handle. Oops. Don't roll them yet. Sorry, don't roll them yet. 1 second. Okay, now roll them.
Okay. Let's go. And hope I hit so I can eliminate 2 days now.
You
Oof.
miss.
Lucky.
All right, Sheppy, what will you be doing?
Get in between. I don't want to really grab that health pack yet.
Yeah, we should just keep them around today.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
walk over it and you're full health, it's not gonna.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like,
it's
It doesn't seem to me that there's any indication that like you have to use a health pack if you run over it. So I'm just going to assume that like you can consciously decide to use the health pack if you're on it square.
Okay.
Because I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the GM. Yeah.
I will elect to slash the one in front of Aurelia.
Okay. Dice are over here. You also miss.
Damn.
All right. Thus begins the attack. So, yeah, this peon next to you, Sheppy, is going to attack you. It misses. I'm just gonna give these guys 1 action each because there's gonna be a lot of guys. The one next to you, Erlea, will attack. It misses. The disruptor is also going to fire at you because it can't see Sheppy. That's going to hit for 5.
Okay. Lost some ammo.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They move 5, I think. So move towards you. This guy can't really see you, so he's gonna move into position. This guy's gonna move into position close to the energy core. This guy's gonna move into position. What did I say these were? Ambushers. Ambushers have 40 speed. Oh, Jesus. That's 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa.
Priority targets.
Yeah. This one's going to move here. This guy's gonna move here. This guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The commander is just he's gonna chill. He's like, ugh, this is why I have subordinates. They can deal with it. All right. What would you like to do next?
I would like to do the same thing I did last time and try to slice one of those peons.
The one next to Aurelia?
Aurelia. Yeah, next to Aurelia.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right.
So you kill that peon.
I'm going to execute it by slicing its head off using its spine and attaching it to the other peon, so it has 2 heads.
Oh, yippee. Kills that one.
And now I still have an action.
You do.
I suppose okay, 5, 10, 15. So I guess I'll shoot at a disadvantage. So
Yep.
how does that work?
Give me just a second. Can a shotgun shoot at disadvantage? Yeah, I guess it can. I don't know.
It's just 5. It's 5.
Yeah, so you roll twice, and you have to get 2 succeeds.
Okay.
That's 1 succeed. That's 2 succeed.
Oh,
Nice.
So which one? Sorry, which one did you shoot?
I shot the disruptor.
The disruptor. This one right here. So
Yeah.
it's gone.
Nice.
Aralea, what would you like to do?
So I think that this flying Goyo that is coming, so and then like another way behind them, so I'm gonna switch to my grenade and use them right on top of the middle on middle of the map.
And so you'll hit them and the disruptor. Okay.
Yep. And that's a miss.
Okay. You have another action.
Yep, I have another grenade, so I'm gonna try the same thing again.
Okay, you have 2 grenades. Is that second grenade gonna do any better?
No,
No.
I have
no,
0
no.
grenades.
Uh-oh.
But to me.
Oh.
All right. Time for the enemy's turn. No. This guy's still gonna move. So we'll go this guy first. This guy's gonna move into melee with Sheppy. This guy's gonna move into melee with Aralea.
It was it, as long as it's close enough.
Yeah. The disruptor around this pillar is going to shoot at Aralea. That's a miss. This peon's going to move into position to attack Sheppy. This disruptor is not in range. I think this gotta get closer. Yeah, 25 feet. So it's going to move a little bit closer so that it can shoot you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello there.
Oh. Oh.
Wait.
Please. Oh my god.
Is it right next to me or is it square away?
It's right next to you.
Okay.
It had the move to. Are you fucking serious?
Let me move my character.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it a little bit.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
So this guy's gonna move into position. This guy's gonna move into position. This guy's gonna move into position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. What would you like to do now?
Shotgun the what are these guys called?
Those are ambushers.
Ambusher. I'm gonna ambush the ambusher.
All
A
right.
shotgun to the face.
You hit. They have 15 health, so
Yeah,
you obliterate it.
It's completely obliterated. And I guess I'll execute the peon next to me.
There's 2 peons next to you.
The one that's
There's-
standing on the armor.
On the armor, sure thing.
Yeah, and I'll use the ambusher's skull and just toss it at his face.
Sure thing. Basically caving it right in.
Yes.
Sounds good. What would you like to do for your... That was your first action, right?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to do for your second action?
I'm going. Can I shoot the ambusher?
The...
I
Yeah. Your angle is really funky, but I think you can shoot it because it's like basically a diagonal line. You are, however, are you in range? 5. Yeah, I guess you are. That's no, 5:15. So you're disadvantage to
Okay.
shoot.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it. All right.
Definitely worth it.
I mean, you could wait until Aralea takes her turn and see if she kills the ambusher.
I can hold my action.
I mean, you both go at the same time essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I can give it a try.
See what
Maybe if it
happens.
doesn't. Let's see. Let's try this time. Put it to dice. Wait, it's not the dice. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna. Let's see. So this one next to me.
Yep.
There's a good move with hitting. And my weapon shall have enough damage to kill later. So since I can kill later, I'm gonna shoot the disruptor to see if I can do an execute of the butcher.
Sure thing.
Let's see. I can do a little bit of hit.
That's a
Oof.
miss.
No.
Okay, it's my second action with my assault rifle.
Okay.
Wait, another
Ooh, there you go.
Oh,
Nice.
What couple?
I
So you shot the disruptor.
Yes.
So you killed the disruptor, and then you'd like to
Remember
execute the ambusher.
Yep, I just grab my rifle and just shove it interface and shoot it some memory.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Nice. I approve. I approve.
And now I recover some armor back pretty much.
Okay. All right. It is the enemy's turn. So this guy's in range. Now that he's in range and there's significantly less of them, I'm going to start taking 2 actions. So he's going to do 2 attacks. Those both miss. Yippee. This guy's in range
That's why
to
you're
do.
a peon. That's why you're a peon.
This guy is going. The guy right by the door is going to shoot at Aralea twice. One of those is a hit, so you take 5 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see. This peon has to move up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It heard you smack talking that other peon. It's gonna, I'll show you what peons can do. So it's going to attack you, Sheppy. It misses.
Oh, good job. I clapped.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Bravo,
4,
bravo.
5.
Really showed me.
So this disruptor is going to shoot you twice, Sheppy. That's. It misses. You take 5 damage.
Okay.
This guy is going to move up here, and it's going to take a shot at Aralea. It hits for 5. All right. The doors slide open, and out pop reinforcements. These are the worst reinforcements in the world. Okay.
That's a good guy.
Some big guys.
All right. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll start slashing.
All right.
Die. Slash.
You do.
Right. And I'll execute the other one. And it's probably some really gruesome way.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you kill both the peons in melee range with you.
Okay.
And what would you like to do for your second action?
Let's see. There's lots of disruptors right in front of us. Shotgun will be at disadvantage, but you know what? I just refilled all my shots, so go for it.
You got ammo to spare.
Yeah, let's go. Shotgun. Oh, I got to roll twice. Okay.
Yep.
Roll.
Got to roll twice for disadvantage. You miss.
I missed.
Aralea, do you have any more grenades? I assume
Nope,
no.
we take on some. Nope, I just
All right. So you gotta. Yeah.
So
So
I'm gonna try to shoot them to see if I can kill some of them. Let's see. When I use one of my items, since it's gonna look safer on TV. When I use one of my items,
you hit one of the disruptors. Do you care which one you kill?
No, I don't think it matters much yet.
You kill the one by the door.
Nice. So let's see. Let's get out. Let's see what I check.
Ooh, you missed your second shot though.
Yeah, let's go to one of them.
All right. So these guys are going. So these disruptors are in range. This one at the bottom is going to shoot you twice, Aralea. That's 2 hits for 10 damage total. The one next to the reactor is going to shoot you twice, Sheppy. It misses twice.
Nice.
So these peons are going to move up. So this one's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. This bruiser has 30 feet of movement, so it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5. There's no rules for diagonal, so I'm just gonna take D&D's rules.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the commander is finally going to waken. It's noticing, these peons just really aren't cutting it. So it has 30 feet of speed and 3 actions. So it's going to start off by taking 2 actions. So it's big. It kind of it has to kind of squeeze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's on the move. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try my best to get to that and to this room right here.
'Kay.
But first, I'm looking.
So this guy should be. I think I said this guy was gonna be. I think this guy's here.
Yeah, I think,
It's
the
so
breakers.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5,
Mm-hmm.
10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm between them.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry. You're between them.
Okay. Take out my sword and start slashing.
All right. So go ahead and attack one of them. You miss. You have a couple little bit of extra movement if you want to use it.
Okay, so I moved 15 feet.
Mhm.
20, 25, 30.
Okay. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Okay, so this one is almost next to me, so I'm gonna move it, use the one space to move it closer first.
Okay.
This is so close to me. Yep, that works. And I'm gonna shoot at the rooftop that I can see it because it's close enough for my rifle.
Sure thing.
Yep, and see if I can hit and execute on this bruiser. Yep. Wonderful.
So you can do this on the bruiser. The one thing I'm going to tell you is if you get an execution on the commander, it's going to deal 20 damage.
Oh, yeah. I was assuming that we cannot execute it.
Yeah, just so you don't get to execute the commander in one hit, because I think that'd be a little unsatisfying. However, you do hit the disruptor.
Nice. So I killed this guy with my rifle.
Yeah, so you restore 50% ammo and you.
I recovered half of my armor. Very nice.
Nice. All right. So you execute this bruiser.
And I use the rest of my movement, which is 7. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I move it closer to the door.
Sounds good. All right. Okay.
Away from me.
Very good call.
Far away from that guy.
So this peon's going to move up and attack you, Aralea. It hits for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and attack Sheppy. It also hits for 5. This disruptor has to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to move a little bit more so that it's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to take a shot at Sheppy. That is a miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Whatever.
Sure.
Bruisers had 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 30, you're right. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Where is he? Right here. He's right here. He's right, basically right there. And he's going to take a shot at Sheppy with his very powerful railgun. If I can get him to stand up straight. He hits you for 30 damage with the railgun.
Fuck. All right.
Are you still fine?
I'm fine. I'm good.
For
I'm
now.
good. I'm fine for now.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I'm running into this room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for any kind of upgrade, rocket launcher, anything explosive. Is there anything in this room I can use?
That's going to be a skill check. But what skill am I going to make you run? Gee, I wonder. I gotta find the list of skills again. Yippee! Oh my god! Here they are. It is a perception check.
I'll take it.
If you want to do that without like taking an action to search the room.
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. That's a coin flip, right? It's just one coin flip.
How much perception do you have?
0.
Then it's one coin flip.
Here we go.
You
No.
do not see anything immediately, but you could try. You could spend an action to search the room if you'd like.
Yes. Yes. I need something explosive.
Okay.
Explosion VTuber.
All right. So you find a rocket launcher.
Oh, you're speaking my language, Sroka. All right. I switch out my sword for the rocket launcher.
Okay.
Okay, so that was I was right here, right?
Mhm.
1, 2, 15,
Yes,
20, 25. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I want to go for the armor first. So
Okay.
25.
Alright, so you
And-
take the armor.
yeah, take the armor. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yep, and I guess that's my turn.
All right. Aralea, what would you like to do?
Since we see like there is a lot of enemies around,
Mhm.
and we like collect those interrupt, I see like there is some ammo pack right ahead of me, so I want to use my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I have no movement still.
Okay, you're gonna grab that
Gonna cover my grenades. Yep.
with your grenades. All right.
And I switch to my grenades and I shoot them right on the middle of the C4 with over here.
Nice. So you'd hit
I'm gonna try to shoot it.
1, 2, if it's a 3x3, if you throw it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think
So you could hit one.
I
I think
I
like
might shoot them
the
with
this
something.
whole group in front of the
Yeah, like
column.
this, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll.
Hopefully I can just. Come on,
You
come on.
hit.
Yes, nice.
You dealt. You throw a grenade in the middle of them, and you manage
And
to
it does 20 damage.
blow up all these guys.
Nice. Way to go, Aurelia.
And I still have a one movement, so I just wanna like hide a bit more in the corner over here.
Sure
Just like
thing.
the reactor. Bring my land movement, please. There we go.
Okay.
The commander's sight is based on movement.
All right. So first, this disruptor is going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's going to shoot at Aralea because it just saw Aralea blow up a bunch of its teammates. It misses. This bruiser 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello there. And then the commander going to move 5, 15, 20, 25.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It's this. I think it's
Fucking
this guy.
piece of shit. These models are so weird. How does something have so much fucked collision?
Yeah.
And it is going to take 2 shots of its railgun at Aralea.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a miss and a miss.
Oh
My God.
phew.
All right. What happens
What is
next?
it
Shotgun. Shotgun to the bruiser.
All right. Shotgun to the bruiser. You hit. How much
Alright.
health did a bruiser have again? A bruiser has 35 HP. How much damage do you deal with this shotgun again? So it's
35.
25 plus 30. Nice. Okay, it's dead.
Oh, nice.
Woo.
What now?
I'm assuming this is a really bad angle. I can't hit him.
You can't see that guy.
All right, then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, grab this ammo,
Okay.
20, 25, and I pull out my rocket launcher and I'm just ready to shoot it.
Okay.
Let's see what I can do. Okay,
You have
I'm
another
going to-
grenade, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because you would have
Yep,
gotten a
I'm gonna
grenade.
try to- Yep, I could have got it back after the kill. I could have got both of them back. Yep.
Okay, sure thing.
I still have it too. And I'm gonna use a one to try to hit both of the commander and the disruptor.
Sounds
We'll
good.
try to hit them. Nice.
You succeed. So that the blast instantly kills the disruptor.
Yep,
And
20 damage.
how much damage did your grenades do again? You didn't
It does
upgrade
15
those.
normally, and you only 5 damage up. Yep, so only does 20.
Okay, so it did 20 damage to the commander. Okay.
Yep. And I want to use my movement action to run away. Yep, 1, try to hide behind you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep around. I'm gonna try to keep the camera.
All right. So, let's see. Well, the commander is going to poke its head in this door. It can't fit through the door. It is simply too big.
It's gonna be like the Shining or something.
but
Yeah,
but-
please, yeah.
it can, however, shoot through the door frame. It's going to stick its railgun into the door and shoot Sheppy, who's waiting in ambush. You take 30 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then, but it does want to get revenge on this person who's been killing all of its friends. How'd the commander get in here? The door here is big. Don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He was going to
5,
his commander.
6. That was its Oh no, that was its third action because it moved first. Okay, what would you like to do next?
All right, Aurelia, do you want to move first so you can? Like,
Yep, I can try
Yeah.
to move it first. Let's see. I
Yeah.
switched to my assault rifle because I have like some in mind. I have the same damage pretty much. I don't want like. Let's try to roll once to see if I can hit them once.
Okay.
Come on.
You hit it.
Nice. And that was 15 damage because you brought in once.
Okay, so it was 80 and then 15 for 65.
And then I will try to move it and I will try to. Actually, I'm gonna try to shoot again, yeah.
You're gonna
I
shoot
still have
again?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk myself a bit.
All right.
For the mission, yes.
Risk it for the biscuit. Go ahead. Roll your attack. Well,
no.
Too bad. You miss.
But-
Sheppy, what would you like to do?
Try it. Okay, I've been thinking in my head what I'm gonna do. This is right here.
Yeah, those are on the side of the column there.
The point to place
This
around
is-
him.
These are impenetrable, right? This is just a wall.
Yeah, all the lines are walls.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is he in line of sight right here?
I feel like he's taken out probably.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna, like it's a risky shot, but you got it.
Launcher.
Uh,
Pull it out.
Are you? I think
I think it's too far.
you are at a disadvantage. I think the rocket launcher is shoot from no more than 20 feet away. Oh no, shoots from no more than. Yeah, shoots from no more than 20 feet away. So You are going to be at a disadvantage if you take a shot from here.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend a double.
'Kay.
5, 10. This,
'Kay. Grab the armor.
20. And then,
Are you grabbing the health too?
yes.
'Kay.
25. 25, 30. I'll move back.
Okay.
No. I'll go for it. All right, I'll end right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The commander is really mad now. He pulls out his Palsma axe and charges Aralea,
No.
Oh no.
swinging his giant axe twice at Aralea. Thankfully, he only hits once for 40 damage.
I'm almost dead. Oof.
Oh, you're downed? No.
No, I'm almost dead. I'm just on 15 health. Only one more hit.
So, what would you like to do next?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna grab this health pack to recover.
Okay.
I'll try one too much, but it makes save me maybe if they use another weapon. If I can make them use another weapon, so it's 1, 2. I'm not to grab 8 yet.
So, are you grabbing that?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. What's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay,
Mhm.
7. Can I shoot him from here with the assault rifle or not? Or is the
How much range does an assault rifle have? It's 35,
I think it's
right?
25 bit.
So, that's 5, 15, 20.
I think it's in range. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're barely in range, so go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot them in for the rifle. So
Alright.
let's copy the hit. Oh, another miss.
Okay.
Alright, so how many spaces does this guy occupy? Is it a 3x3?
Yeah, it's a 3x3.
3v3, what if he can fit still around?
Alright,
He squeezes to get through
Yeah,
there.
he's squeezing it.
okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15. I should be in range.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
And I whip it out. Big
The
old
rocket
Rocket launcher. Rocket
All right.
launcher.
Give him the rocket.
Alright.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Blam.
So the rocket launcher deals 25. Plus any damage skills you have. How much?
30. It would be 35.
35. So he was at 65. So he's at 30.
Oh, nice. Just one more rocket. One more
All right.
rocket and you get it.
Commander screams in pain as the rocket lands directly on his face. The commander's in a pretty good position to shoot at both of you, so he's first going to take 2 shots at Sheppy for daring to launch a rocket in his face. Okay, I'm gonna reroll that one. One misses, but this one hits for 30 damage.
Oof.
Alright.
And then it's going to shoot a railgun at Aralea. That also hits for 30.
Oof. I'm at 10 HP now.
Alright, what would you like to do next?
Rocket.
Yeah, you can go first. You can go first. Maybe
Alright,
you can
rocket.
get- Come on,
Off it now.
you can do it.
It takes one more. All he needs is one more.
I think one more in there.
He has 30 HP left, so yeah.
Oh,
You missed.
I'm out of shots. That was my last rocket. So no. I want to reload. I want to get more shots.
You
Okay.
could probably go back to the room, maybe.
Yeah, maybe get that back in that room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 25, 30. I'm almost there. Okay.
Aralea, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm still in range, so I still have some health, so I'm gonna like just YOLO it again and try to shoot Twisted because they have a 50
Okay.
health left. And if I can hit them Twisted, yeah, we can win maybe.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh,
No.
okay, I'm gonna do one more in the stickers. Just a last toys.
Are you sure you don't want to? You sure you don't want to grab another health pack or anything?
No, it's gonna.
Okay, all right.
Risk
Actually,
biscuit.
actually still have
Do it for the people. You hit it.
Yeah.
It's for 15.
Nice.
It's at 15 health left.
Yep, 15.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
It is mad. It is real mad. It's going to shoot at Aralea first. That's a miss. It's going to shoot again at Aralea. That's a miss.
Nice.
It's going to shoot one final time at Aralea.
Oh god.
That's a miss.
Nice. I have the cheats. I use cheat mode.
You activated God mode.
Yeah.
Matrix dodged all of those. All right, what would you like to do?
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do another shot.
All right, you're shooting. You're shooting. You can get that final shot off.
Yep, let's see if I can get the final one.
For humanity.
Oh, you do
Oh,
it!
nice.
Yes.
You shoot the commander. It falls to the ground, slumped over.
Yay.
You've taken control of the reactor. Now you can blow it up and put a dent into the Q war machine. Perhaps there is still hope for humanity on Delta 4 after all.
I guess. Do you want me to describe how I did that, or?
Yeah, go for it.
You can destroy it if you want. You have the rocket after all.
I like my trusty sword, so I'm gonna grab. I'm just gonna grab it and bring it right here. Reload my rocket launcher with this ammo, and I'm going to. I don't know. What I want.
Feedback.
What I want you to do is throw a grenade. I'm going to unload the rocket launcher, so I'm going to put both rockets right next to it. I'm going to have I'm going to ask Aralea.
Can you throw a grenade at these rockets?
So
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Throw a grenade at the rock.
All right.
We have to roll for that.
So yeah, I put the rockets where she can, where Aralea can throw the grenade at, and then I pick up my sword and I start bolting.
All right. So you throw a grenade from the door.
Yep,
It lands next to the rockets, and you just start running as you hear the explosion rip through the reactor behind you. And you just keep running.
Yeah.
The explosion hot on your heels.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
You reach the door and you jump, you dive through, the explosion passing behind you. You just managed to make it off. You've dealt a serious blow and managed to the Q and managed to live another day. And on Delta 4, that's considered a success.
This was
Good
awesome.
job.
This was so fun.
Oh, I'm so glad you two had fun with it. I really had no idea how to properly balance this.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be hard to balance it, probably.
Yeah.
This was actually pretty balanced. I mean,
Yeah.
we could have died at
The
any
first
moment
time-
with the commander.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. I really appreciate that all the little enemies basically die in one hit, so I don't have to keep track of their shitty HP.
That's another thing. Yep.
So you can basically just shoot them once and you move on.
Yeah.
But this was, you know what, this one required a bit more prep, but Sheppy did let me know that he wanted to spend his time on it, so I was like, okay, I'll take the time and I'll create a couple maps. Thanks for recommending me that the drawing tool, by the way. That definitely helped
Yeah, this
make these.
was pretty neat. They look pretty nice.
But what did you two think of it? Any thoughts on this game?
I let Chippy go first. Yeah.
This is boomer shooter tabletop. It was literally made for me. So it's simple. Anyone can just jump in and make a character really quick. I mean, you can get started in less than 15 minutes. I would recommend this to my friends. This is fantastic. Rules light, and you can just kill people in creative ways.
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Aralea, what did you think of this? Because this was like your first kind of like more rules heavy
Yeah,
RPG.
pretty much.
What
I
did
think this
you
one
think
was
of it?
pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's like was like it's still pretty light, but it was easy to follow. It was pretty easy to make the character too. And I did like I know you like Doom. I do like to play Doom and stuff like that, so it was very appropriate. It felt
Nice.
like a boomer shooter. And I do like how like you have you have like a lot of enemies to manage for like IGM, so it can be maybe a bit of a problem, but like you say, they can be eliminated really fast. So you go through them like popcorn almost. Yeah. They are like almost popcorn with how fast they go. Happy face.
So
That's it.
yeah, yeah. This one required a bit more prep, but it was an absolute blast to run. I really, you two did great. Thank you so much for joining in for this one, and I really appreciate you taking the time to give this one a try. I definitely could see myself running this again for a group, and like for like a longer campaign. There's definitely a couple rules I think personally as like a GM I would probably like sit down and clarify things that I thought were a little ambiguous, like executions and stuff.
Yeah, you could
But
really make them like maybe once per turn, or maybe once per combat or something like that.
Or maybe like if you start with 0 armor or 15 armor, it doesn't really make that entirely clear.
yeah, like that too,
Maybe,
where it's
maybe
like
a lot of players like a default armor setting pretty much.
yeah, like it seems like you're very much encouraged to get armor,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize until we started talking about it that yeah, characters do not start with any armor.
Yeah.
So like all those armor pickups I put in the first map, they were completely useless to both of you.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, but
I
I had
balance it pretty well. You did a pretty nice job for the first time to doing the GM stuff. Since you had to like design the maps and adjust the enemies too and drop some stuff.
yeah.
I hope the voice changer wasn't too much.
Oh no.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, such a cool idea.
No, I appreciate you only pulling it up for certain moments.
Yeah.
I think that was perfect. Like using it to emphasize certain actions rather than just constantly being on.
Yeah.
I think that was perfect. So thank you both so much for playing the 2 games tonight. I think we'll go ahead and end it here. We've been at this for almost 4 hours. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for giving both of these a chance. I hope that the first game, like I hope that this game helped balance out the feeling of the second game helped balance out the feelings of the first game. Goose, thank you so much for the raid.
It sure did, yeah.
Immediate.
Welcome, Riders.
Goose Raid.
Yeah, Goose, thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a great time with Modern Warfare 3. We are just finishing up our campaign of MOURN. The heroes have successfully defeated the Q force and disabled the reactor. And yeah, so it definitely sounds like everybody had a great time with this one. And this is definitely one I could see running again in the future, because it's
this could totally go for like a long campaign for something.
Because I think it has just enough complexity to be interesting for like a longer thing, but also rules light enough that basically anybody can pick it up. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Loen.
Oh, welcome, Riders again. Hello, Goose.
Thank you so much for rating. Oh, you're playing some Portal 2. Nice. Classic peak game. Thank you both so much for tuning in. My name is Soroka the Magpie Treasure King VTuber, and today here I'm joined by Sheppy Sheps and Aralea. We are raising money. We're playing one of the games inside of the itch.io bundle, Games for Gaza, in support of medical aid for Palestinians. And we had a great time with it.
Yeah.
And yeah. How was the tabletopping go? I think it went pretty well.
Yes.
They had a great time with the second game. The first game was designed to be miserable, so
Yeah.
but we gave it a try, and I really appreciate both of you giving it an honest try, and I'm glad that you both had fun with Mourn. Magpie, ever after my own heart. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
we have a
think
Magpie
too.
appreciator in chat.
Anytime,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime.
But unfortunately, I think we're just about to finish up, so thank you both so much for rating. We'll go ahead and send you off to somebody else. Sheppy, Aralea, any final words for tonight?
Love you all. Thanks for having me. This was incredible. You're doing a great thing for the people of Palestine, and hope for the rest of 256 games. I'm not sure how many you have left, but I hope you have a great time with the rest of the games. And I'll be watching.
Thank you so much, Sheppy. Hopefully we can get you on board for some of the more, because I think there's still over 200 games to go.
Yep, I hope I can join some money too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to say that you're doing great, Soraka. You're doing a great thing, and this is going really well. So I just hope I can keep joining more. Thank you for having me around.
Yeah, thank you so much both for joining.
I think this is basically like my tier tabletop, and it's really fun so far. I think this is like my tier of 4-time DVD.
That's
And
awesome.
it's my first time playing them too.
Should we do a celebratory table flip?
Oh, absolutely.
Throw it. Yeah, let's do the tablet flip. Maybe Soraka can do the honors flip.
Uh,
Do the honors of it if you can.
Sheppy, you've literally never launched Tabletop Simulator before.
Oh yeah, maybe they can do it.
The flip option is grayed out for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Nice.
Yay! Any standouts of that? Sorry, Loen. To answer your question, the game that we just finished, MOURN, which is meant to be kind of an attempt to translate the mechanics of a retro FPS to a tabletop game. It was fantastic. I think they really did a good job making it just crunchy enough to be engaging, but light enough that basically we could pick up and play within a couple hour session. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Just to remind everybody, we are again raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. The donation link is pinned in chat. And I will be back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Or no, sorry, not 7 p.m. Sorry, I'm used to saying my regular schedule hours. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be taking a look at some more games. I have to go see who is going to join for these next ones. Maybe we'll do a solo day. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out later. I'm tired. So let's go ahead and see who we can send you off to. So thanks again to Sheppy and Aralea for joining, and let's see.
I don't have any in my list I can recommend.
Yeah, I don't have anybody around.
You don't have anybody? Okay, let's go ahead and send you all off to... How about we'll send you off to Stray Opportunity, who's doing some art.
Right.
We love some art around here. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.